Welcome to the live stream. It's going to be epic.
This video is going to be epic.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What are you, fucking nuts? You thought?
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week, daily videos. Subscribe. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.
What's going on, guys? It's the Cowboy King of Entertainment. I'm back with another video, another live stream, guys. It is monumental because if you're a wrestling fan, one of the biggest things in your life is WrestleMania. Okay, if you're a WWE wrestling fan, sorry, because there is AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, and a bunch of other stuff, indie wrestling, blah, blah, blah. But if you are a WWE fan, well, this past weekend, we just had WrestleMania. Hold on. Let me get pumped up. Let me get pumped up for this, man. All right, let's get pumped up. What you gonna do? I don't know how big my biceps are. I'm sure they're not 24 inches. But what you gonna do when the maybe 10-inch pythons go wild on you? Guys, I'm a fan of WWE. And so I can't wait to talk to the guys. I want to recap WrestleMania. We came last week and we actually did, and I had Energy Crisis here live sitting next to me. So last week, it was cool, man. We did our WrestleMania predictions. So it's cool that we're going to get together and figure out who was right, who was wrong. And I can't believe there were some predictions. I should have known better. And I tell myself, never judge with your emotions because you like this wrestler. He's one of the people, or she's one of the people on your list. Just go with what you think will actually happen. And so definitely the matches I got wrong, I could see where I was like, okay, I wanted that person to win too much. The one I did think that WWE would do a certain thing didn't happen. So actually two of those matches, but we're gonna get into it. So if you're new to the channel, I'm the Cowboy King of Entertainment. I won't be wearing a cowboy hat today because I'm going in as John Cena. And but I do 5 types of content: gaming, vlogging, podcasts, movie reviews, and product reviews. I've been vlogging my life since 2011. Every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day is on this channel. Even my honeymoon in Mexico, and even my birthday, that was last week, Monday, and I turned 50 years old. So I can't believe I'm 50. I feel like somebody lied on my birth certificate. I feel like I should be 35. I'm just saying. And it's funny because I literally just ran around the block. I think it's close to a mile. And I did it in 9 minutes, 23 seconds. So that was kind of cool. But anyway, I'm going to grab a chair. I hope you guys grab a chair. And we're going to let the show get started. Man, oh man. So first things first, I got to send, hold up, Energy. I don't think I sent you the actual right thing. So let me do that right now. Give me a moment. Let me send you the actual link. Oh. Okay, hold on, let me see. Okay, yeah, this should be the link. All right. Do you want me to text it to you? I'll text it to you now. So I just text that to you. See if you could get it, or if you need me to send it to you on Facebook or whatever. What's going on, CMG? I did send it to Big Mike, so he should be here shortly. Give me a moment. All right. CMG, are you in the gym? Getting your run on? Oh, YouTube chat. You got it. All right. So here is, if you know, you know. Here's the join Energy. That's what I'm talking about, CMG. Yeah, I canceled the gym. So, I mean, I got so much behind me. But I'm going to, the main thing was I'm going to start running outside. Well, I actually started running outside. But yeah, like today, got a good run in. I do like, honestly, I do like the treadmill better than running outside. But it is what it is. I just felt like I got so much equipment, I didn't really need the gym. So I feel like why, go to the gym when I don't need it. But I did go to the gym so I could get that little burst. Because I knew my birthday was coming up. So, yeah. But without further ado, I'm going to bring on none other than my brother from another mother. He is just a great dude. Literally, sometimes he's my adversary. Sometimes he's a heel. Sometimes I'm a face. In our relationship, we drive each other crazy at moments. But I believe that's what makes really good friends, is when you can be all over the place and you're still cool, right? You don't let that break you. So without further ado, coming in is the man behind One Mic Media, is none other than Mr. Big Mike. What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? How everybody?
What's up, man?
Where's Energy at? He not coming on?
Yeah, he is. Because coming in right now, red hot. The last time you guys seen him, he was in this very room right next to me over here. So he came down for my birthday, and that was nothing less than epic. So we bringing in nothing less than the guy, the myth, the legend, and mind you, he used to wrestle also. It's Energy Crisis. Look, where's my horn? There you go. I was like, hold up.
You got to get it together, Cowboy.
I got to get it together, man. You're 50 years old, man. I'm messing up.
Yeah.
No, it's downhill from here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mike, they messed up on my birth certificate, bro. I got to be 35.
35.
Mike said, "Hey, you might be 49."
Yeah, I was at work the other day watching that video, and I just started laughing when we were singing "Happy Birthday" to you.
You know what? I wanted to make sure. Your mom actually called me today, and I was like, she was like, "Yeah, she's seen." I was like, "Okay," because we never talked about it. So I was like, I had a feeling you were gonna call me up and be like, "Bro, I can't believe I set the cake on fire." Guys, you gotta watch the video. This man set my birthday cake on fire. I mean, literally, the smoke detectors was going crazy.
How? I gotta watch the video.
Hey, bro, we won't say no more. But I'm working on a second video, Energy. We had so much footage. I recorded 53 minutes of footage. We made a 19-minute video. So I'm making a video. And mind you, we did so much that Sunday. So I'm making a video that's going to capture when we went to the Winter Garden, when we went to the Atomic Horror, when we went to Capone's, and we did, and mini golf. We did all of that in one day.
Yeah, I didn't realize how many restaurants we went to.
Well, I mean, at least the restaurants I got like the food. You know what I mean? At least got the food. But I wanted to capture, like, there was so much more videos of mini golf, right? You just destroying everybody, even though Huntress was winning first.
Oh, she was doing that.
But anyways, let me go to the chat real quick so I know. Oh, what'd you say?
I said Huntress was mad at me after that game.
Hey, man, she was killing it, but then you just came out of nowhere. So my man, Energy is here. Let's see. Let me see. CMG is here. 5-0 Trey is in the building. Hey, shut up, 5-0 Trey. Let me see. Let me see. CMG, you got the thing. Let me see. You doing the tricep extensions? All right. Let me see. Happy birthday. I appreciate it, David. We got to get some games on, David. Let's see. Neil's in the building. He said, damn, I'm going to have to feel. Listen, you ain't carrying nobody, man. Guys, later on after this, I will be doing my first impression streams of Pragmata. And what's cool is they got an update for the PSSR 2.0. So I'll get to see what that looks like. But I'll be doing that right after this. And then later on, Neos he will be doing his Tuesday night stream. So if you guys want to game up, come check it out. I think he's going to do Rainbow Six Siege and then go from there. So that's going to be cool later on tonight. Lion is in the building. He said night one sucked. Then Cowboy is in his college years. Night two was great. Hey, I didn't go to college, man. Great with the main event was amazing, but we'll get to it. All right, so love the birthday trip video. Gotta hang with Energy. Yeah, man. It's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen. But without further ado, we gotta get into some business and Energy. You got the sheet, right? You ain't lose it, did you? Because you was all over the world. So I don't know if you lost it.
It was right here.
All right. Well, guys, we are here, and we are going.
And I wore this shirt for the results. Just let y'all know.
Yo, Mike.
I will say, Mike tore it.
Yeah, don't say nothing, Energy. Don't say nothing yet. Don't say nothing yet, man.
I thought you would like that.
Let me do one thing real quick. Okay, put it forward to an hour. And let me see. It was my birthday. All right, cool. All right, a cheap plug. All right, so wow, let's get it started. So let me switch up. Let's get night one. So Energy. So we're just going to recap this. You want to start since you got the list, so you can take us through our actual order?
I forgot to I forgot to write down what order the matches were in on night 1, but night 2, it just so happened that we actually wrote them all down in the order that they happened.
Oh, that's
Night
crazy.
one,
All right, well, here.
night one.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start off then. Let's just go in order of
Yeah,
what the actual match is.
I know the first 2 was the Usos and LA Knight versus Division and Speed. And
Yeah, well,
Jacob versus.
okay, well, I'll start off first, and we'll do the same order. What was it? Me, Energy, and then Mike, right?
Yep.
And then we go with the chat. All right,
Yeah.
so
And
night
then-
1, WrestleMania 42. Wow, man, I'm like a little kid, man. WrestleMania happened. Oh, hold on. The wrong microphone. Yeah, computer just be crazy. They should decide to choose what they want to choose. All right. Anyway, switch the mic. Now,
Yeah, it got louder.
night 1, first match was that 6-man tag. And so do you guys want to talk about it and then we go into the result?
Yeah, let's talk about
Yeah.
it, and then
Okay. So personally, I think it was a filler match at best. I don't think it was a great match to start off. I think it should have been one of the, championship matches to start it off. But it was I really didn't care for it that much. It was a fun match. No stakes on the line, just something fun. But I feel like a fun match shouldn't have started it off. That's really all I got to say. What about you, Andrew?
I can agree with that. Normally, the opening match sets the pace, and for WrestleMania, it just feels bigger when you have an important match first. Yeah, this was like the crowd service match, and it opened the show, but it just that decision kind of baffled me a little bit.
I agree. Like if I was there and I hadn't got to my seat yet, and I was still gonna get, I wouldn't have been mad. If I had been like still concession stands, I'd have missed this match, something like that. So it's one of those matches to me. I agree. It shouldn't be the one to open. You want to have people there and ready to go.
It felt like what they call a popcorn match.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like if I was like still like, oh, I'm almost there, whatever, I would have been fine. Yeah. I don't think even Ice Show, he was okay. Whatever, I get what I had for the crowd. We'll get to the result of the match overall. I feel bad for guys like LA Knight who's been busted his butt for so long and not getting nowhere. And then Jey Uso won the heavyweight championship last year, and this year he's in a popcorn match, as we just said in the first match. So it's kind of a weird.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start off with just my results. So I want to thank 50 Trey for the $4.99. Happy birthday, OG. Again, cheers to the good show. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Oh, Knight's in the building. Said OTC and a new world heavyweight champ. All right. Some little Roman fans out there. All right, so I just think it
slow down a little bit, man. We starting off night 1. You already finishing off night 2. Come on, man.
I know, right? I think it just made sense if the Usos won. They just lost their belts. So for me, the psychology was, it's a fun match. Why not let the Usos go over? Maybe this could have them talks about a rematch or something like that. Of course, after last night. Excuse me. That's probably, thank you. That might not be the case. But as far as Mania, I thought that was going to happen.
Wait, hold on. What was the results exactly? Did they give them out? It was.
Oh, well, the Usos and the LA Knight one.
No, I mean, what did we all choose?
No, we haven't said it yet.
Yeah. So that's what I chose. Well, you know what? Yeah, I don't need to go. Yeah, so maybe that's the best way to do. We'll talk about the match and then Energy just say what it was.
Who got it right? Yeah. But are we done talking about that one? Because
well, no, go through everybody that won that got it right, like the results.
Cowboy and Big Mike, both of y'all got that one right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's why you didn't want to say nothing.
No. I just thought it'd be cool if we just kind of recap what we liked and what we didn't like about the matches, and then we just like plug in who got.
So
it right.
I think what we could do is. So I'll go first. I'll just talk about the match, right? What we did, and then you go, and then Mike go, and then if anybody in the crowd in the chat, and then you could just tell us, the because we're recapping also who our predictions, right? Our predictions, like who got it right, who got it wrong. So all right, cool. So let's move on. The next match of the night,
Fatal 4-Way.
It was Fatal 4-Way. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The women's tag. Man, I don't think this is fair for us, man. So I'll say this. Listen, they did their thing. They was all over the place. I'm a fan of Nia Jackson. Actually, I'm a fan of Last Legend. First of all, Nia came out looking super slim. I was like, bro, why she look like she's smaller than Last Legend? So yeah, like I was like, look at Nia. But I thought, listen, it was a cool match because I like a crazy stuff all over the place. But let's back up a little bit. Man, oh man, what a surprise. What a surprise.
Before you say this, can I so we were actually watching it live through the website. And I had heard a couple of days before that WWE had signed or re-signed somebody. And I looked at Huntress like right when they were doing the promotional stuff for this match. I said, why do I get the feeling that Nikki is still injured? She's not going to make the match, and they're going to replace her in the match with this person.
And you actually said her name?
Yeah. And I looked dead at her. I was like, why do I got a feeling they're going to replace her with Paige?
So here's what happened with me. Man. That day, I seen something on Facebook, my phone, whatever, and I said to Sandy, I said, "Oh, look what the new rumor is now," and I didn't even think that. I was like, look at the new rumor now." And so when this person came out, first of all, my wife was a fan. She was like, "Ah!" Like it was cool, and I love to be surprised. So it was definitely one of the big surprises of WrestleMania. It was the big surprise of night one. That was pretty cool. So me personally, I enjoyed the night. I enjoyed the match. It was cool. We'll obviously talk about the person who it's going to be. But what were your thoughts on the match, Energy?
So the match I thought was really good. I liked the format of all one member of each team being in the ring at a time. It was chaos. It's a lot for the referee to keep up with. But again, the chaos actually plays into that match type, and I thought it worked really well. I thought all 8 women worked their asses off. All 9 women actually, because Nikki outside the ring was even putting in some work.
That was wild.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with this one. This is probably the standout match of night one for me, or at least the sleeper.
Okay. What about you, Mike?
For me, first of all, I love the even though kids today probably didn't even recognize it because they got like no pop, but I love the demolition. Nia and Lash did the tribute in the white and whatnot. But even though I don't think it went over well for today's fan, but I loved it. I thought it was dope. I did like the match. I thought everybody performed really, really well. I thought the surprise, I wasn't surprised because I had read it like a day before that they're trying to replace Nikki, and that's the whole thing I got now. I get I guess with wrestling today, like it's so hard to get surprised now and whatnot. But I still enjoy her work, and I think this is where she does belong. And the result was the result, so we'll get to it.
And let me just throw it out there too that Alexa Bliss had probably the most badass outfit of the weekend.
I don't remember exactly, but
she looked like the Death's Head moth.
Oh, that's
right. Yeah, that was really. And my favorite movie series is Silence of the Lambs, so that was really cool when she came out. Yeah, that was dope.
Her ring gear was just a highlight.
And I think it was cool with her and Charlotte. They was like polar opposites. That was cool. It's weird for Charlotte to be so bright and like the butterfly, but that was cool. So it goes without saying, we're obviously talking about Paige. We avoided, but yeah, Paige came back, and that was cool. I mean, listen, she was a big player in wrestling and in WWE, and so her coming back is a big deal. So that obviously messed our predictions up because I think if we knew that, we all probably would have picked that. But Energy, what's our predictions?
Well, I don't know. I don't think I would have predicted her getting the win because I would rather, if they were going to get the win, they would have done it as the Bellas, just because the nostalgia pop and I've never been a fan of the Bellas, but it would have been nice to see them get the tag belts that were not around whenever they were actually doing their thing.
So I think I would have picked her. I would have been like, yo, they're not bringing her back to not win something.
Yeah, I would rather have seen them change up the finish.
What about you, Mike? Do you think if we knew she was coming, we would have picked that match?
Wait, what did I pick? I think I did pick the Bellas anyway, didn't I?
You picked the Bellas. Yeah, you're the only one that picked the Bellas.
All right, so that's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. He's like, I knew. What are you talking about? I didn't know.
No, I didn't
Sure.
know she was coming back at that point, but I picked the Bellas because of what he just said, because they never won the titles. And this funny thing, apparently, like I'm reading now that they brought Brie back. The whole reason was for them to win the titles from the beginning and stuff like that. So it was always going to happen, no matter if it was Brie, Nikki or Paige. So you could have went either way, and I do feel like it's going to continue. Well, we can talk about it. I feel it's going to continue to get passed around. I feel like Lyra and Bailey got a reign in their future going on and stuff like that. But I do feel like Bella's like they don't have so how long are they gonna be around to keep winning it to win it? So I feel like they got to give it to them now or never. So.
Yeah, I love it. All right, Energy.
That makes me 2-0, by the way, just to make sure.
So hold on, who did we pick? I know I picked Lash and them.
Yeah, you picked Nia and Lash. McNasty picked Nia and Lash. I picked Lyra and Bailey.
Damn. All right, so hey, Mike, man,
and I got a feeling in the near future it's going to be Raquel and Roxanne that.
I don't know about that. We'll get to that next for the next.
I think they don't like it. Things change up so much. Like one minute they're kind of infighting, the next minute they're all on the same page.
I was saying that last night. I was like, it's so weird. You see Liv, and then you look at Raquel and Roxanne. You're like, wasn't a moment ago she was the anyway?
Yeah,
and they was tagging
something else that happened on Raw that we'll talk about later. That along the same lines. That it's like, come on, y'all, get it together. Like, make up your mind what you want to do. Stick to it.
Let me see. Night one was trash. The best thing was the women's championship. All right. All right. So, the next match, was it Becky and AJ?
I think it was no, it wasn't girl back to back. It was Gunther and
no, I think it was Fatu.
No, Fatu and Fatu.
Yeah,
Fatu. You're right.
Okay. You know what? The match was what I thought it was going to be, to be honest with you. I think they all did, they did what they had to do. They could fight all over. I don't really have much to say. This was a cookie cutter match for me, like in a good way. Like they both performed their best, did their thing, but it went the way I thought, obviously. But not obviously, but it went the way I thought. And I think, and we see as of last night that, so what about you, Energy?
See, when we were doing the predictions, after I made my prediction, somebody made the point, Drew's going off to film Highlander, so this does make sense for them to do what they did. Like you said, it's one of the matches that is kind of predictable, but that's not always a bad thing. These two, like, we knew they were going to go out and destroy each other, and that's exactly what they did. They gave the fans what they wanted, and they performed beautifully. You can't say enough good things about Jacob Fatu or Drew McIntyre. I love both of their work.
I think it wasn't a bad actual match. It just was, like you kind of said, like predictable, and because like Drew got to go do his thing, and we see where Fatu is at now. Mm-hmm. That's kind of like, it just was like a match to have them both on Mania. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, the story doesn't really like have a good.
What I did like with the story was Jacob had so much to do with Drew winning and Drew losing. So I almost feel like we kind of needed this to be done, because you can't just have me win a title and then you make me lose a title and we just be like, well, it ain't that big of a deal. So it was good.
Well, but another thing I think that really hurt Mania overall this year was just the build up. There's a lot of the build in these feuds that just didn't feel like a Mania build.
I agree.
It was like real short, like out of nowhere. It wasn't. Yeah,
well, some of it was too short. Some of it was too long. Like Drew and Jacob haven't really even been on TV for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
they've been doing like little video vignettes, and Jacob came out and jumped up on top of the car the other day. But I mean,
I do hate that. Like, we don't have to stop wrestling because we got a Mania match.
Them two went from brawling all over the arena every week to now y'all ain't even allowed in the building, like for a whole damn near month. It's like, whoa, hold up. It just
Like, I don't know why Jacob or Drew couldn't wrestle just a job or anybody just to keep up. Like, I don't like that they just stop. I don't like that so many people just stop wrestling for months before Mania.
Right. I agree.
But,
have
what
Drew
was it?
come in.
Me and Tony had we had Fatu and you had Drew. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I had Drew and everybody else got it right. But
I feel like energy. 0-3 right now, man.
Look, I didn't have a good night the first night. All right.
I got you. All right. So now I believe it was AJ, right?
Yeah.
AJ Becky.
All right. So AJ and Becky. Listen, they're fighting at Mania for the title, and I think they did their thing. I will say this. Let me say this first. I don't think I'm super into matches that much anymore. So I think there might be matches where it wasn't that great, but for me personally, I'm like, oh, it was good enough. Or somebody might be like, bro, that match wasn't even good. I think I've been watching wrestling so long. The matches don't compete to, like, at least in WWE. I can't speak for anywhere else. But WWE matches aren't as good as they used to be. I feel like they're shorter or they're not as crazy or whatever. So every now and then you get a really good match. So some of these matches, me personally, I enjoyed WrestleMania. So some people might be listening like, bro, that match was trash. I don't have that same internet feeling where I'm like hypercritical. So I just want to say that. So for me, I enjoyed their little back and forth. I enjoyed the match. It was good for me for them to finish this thing off at Mania, if this is finally, it for them. So I enjoyed the match. I think I think the whole like stealing specials and like it was a good match for me personally. So I liked it. And I am a fan of Becky. I just never, like, ever since she was main event at WrestleMania, well, the three girls did, but it was mainly because of her. Her popularity was so through the roof. Like, she was more popular than the guys at that point. And I would never forget that, because as far as a wrestling fan for WWE, that was a pivotal moment. So she's not on my list of favorite people, but she's on my list of, like, I'll never like take any credit away from her. Anyway, but you, Energy, with the match?
See, a lot of the criticism that I'm hearing about, especially night one, and I get it. The matches were too short. There was too much like product placement. Like, it was a 3.5 hour show, and there was a little over an hour of wrestling in it. And most of the matches were pretty safe. Like, there wasn't a whole lot of like memorable moments on night one. And that kind of plays into this match. Like, this match, it also suffered from the fact that this feud's kind of drug on a little too long.
Yeah.
And again, that keeps happening with Becky. Like, they did it with Trish. They did it with who else last year?
Maxine.
They're doing it now with AJ. It's like, they can't let Becky have a nice, tight, short feud. I don't know. This match just, like, I don't even really remember too much of it, except that there was a whole story that Jessica Carr and Becky were still arguing throughout the whole match, and it made AJ kind of feel like a background character in it. And they didn't even do anything with it. Like, she didn't fast counter. She didn't like screw her out of anything.
Because that the thing is, she wasn't really bad. So the story with them is,
I know. Like, Jessica's doing her job, and Becky's.
So they really don't have beef at all. It's just in Becky's mind.
Becky's using it as an excuse.
Right. So she shouldn't have fast counted or anything, because then that would have made her legit, being mean to Becky. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like the way they keep playing AJ and Jessica, they either need to set up a match between them two, or they actually need to turn Jessica into like a heel ref. Even though Becky's a heel. I don't know. This match was basic, and I don't want to say boring because I love AJ, but it just, like, it didn't hit for me.
It's fine. So
yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Mike.
So, this match, I don't think nothing happened wrong. There was no botches, nothing like that. They told the same story they kind of been telling with Fast Count Car over there. I felt like that. I mean, they had to put the title back on Becky because I don't think AJ is, going to be full time. So I saw it happening, especially since AJ been winning other times already in these matches. I agree with you. It's been going on since like Survivor Series or before that, actually. So it has been way too long for the feud to last. But that goes with the whole, again, long WrestleMania bills and things like that we talked about before. As far as watching the show, since you brought that up, like what I do is I wait like an hour to start. So I'm always fast forwarding through all the commercials. So I don't actually see the commercials or the ads.
Yeah.
So I don't feel the ads because I stay behind on purpose.
So
it's not just commercials. It's like I said, product placement.
I fast forward past all of it though because I'm
here's what's crazy for me. Allegedly, a site I allegedly watch it on. There's no commercials.
Right.
So when people was like, "Oh, the commercials are like,"
I watched it on that site too, but I mean, even live, they had some random CEO of some big company sit commentary, and he didn't say a word. He just paid a whole bunch of money to sit next to Wade Barrett. And they didn't even give him a microphone.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, so for me, when I seen Sunday morning, people were like, "Oh, there's a 3-hour something show." It was like 56 minutes of entrances. I was like, who's counting? Which losers are counting entrance times? And it's Mania. Like, if you ever gonna have a long entrance, this is supposed to be it. So I was just
for example, I fast forward past the entrances on Raw and SmackDown all the time. But on Mania, I watch them because it's Mania. So
Mania, they're part of the presentation.
Right.
Like,
so
the entrances are sometimes better than the matches. I mean,
I just think the internet is just kind of crazy right now, and you can't fall into it because it'll make you not be able to enjoy what you want to enjoy. Now, if you don't like something because you don't like it, cool. But the internet sometimes is crazy, man, because it's like, I think that what we stem from is you're able to make money off of views, right?
Yeah.
And negativity is just more popular.
And
so it just, unfortunately, you put, "Oh, this was terrible because of this," because people got to find more creative ways to be negative. So being like 56 minutes of entrances, people will be like, because that sounds crazy, right? But like, who's counting? It didn't feel like it was that long to me because it's Mania, right? So anyway, I'm not gonna get into it.
I mean, if you take all of the Undertaker's entrances and watch him from start to finish, every Mania he was in, it's longer than the longest match in Mania history.
Yeah,
he was
Mania, so it don't matter. But if I was at the
he
show,
spent like 96 minutes doing entrances over his career. I mean.
But again, at home, I just fast forwarded. But then back to the match.
Yeah,
it was a cookie cutter match with expected result for me. Again, it wasn't a bad. They told a basic story within the match, and they got up out of there. So it feels like they wanted to have AJ because of her history, and of course Becky and that title on Mania. So what I feel like really, before I move on, they probably should have mixed up more of night 1 and night 2's card, have a more balanced show. Because night 2 was significantly better than night 1 to me. But that's my opinion.
You know what's crazy? I didn't feel it. Like when people were saying it, I was just like, I was literally thinking, I was like, really? I was trying to think like what was so much better than night 1 or night 2. Like we'll get to the beginning. That was really cool because it was a shocker. And then the main event was a really good match. But other than that, I was like, I didn't know what made it significantly better for me. But I didn't feel that. I was reading it and seeing the internet saying it, and I was trying to think like, I didn't get that. But anyway.
Yeah, we'll get to it. But what are the results, Energy?
Let's see. AJ and Becky, Mike and McNasty both got it right.
Yeah, I don't know how I dropped the ball in this. What I should have thought was I was thinking like, well, the big pop for AJ there, but I should have thought like, bro, it makes sense. If Becky lost all them times, this just is that okay, fine, but you win. Like that happened when somebody else had a feud where he lost a bunch but they won at Mania. So it was like, okay, cool. You get you got your get back at Mania. Now we're kind of even. But I don't know.
I was just kind of trying to will it into existence because I really wanted to see like a AJ Lee versus Zoe Stark feud for that.
Oh my god.
I know. I want to see the match. I mean, I think them two.
I hear you. Zoe's bad.
Yeah, you shouldn't let that interfere with it.
I shouldn't have. But there's too many like top tier women going for this mid card title, and it needs to get back to like some mid card talent and showcasing them.
Yeah. What's going on, Jenna Hayes? Thanks for popping in. All right, let's go to the next match. So the next match, was it Randy? It was Randy, right?
No.
I mean, why am I saying Randy? Sorry.
No.
The next match was Gunther and them, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, man, I'm a Seth fan. Obviously, he's my current favorite wrestler. This is his first actual match since coming back from his injury. This was a match where I didn't know. I'm like, bro, I don't even know who's winning this. Like, it was hard. But man, as a match, Gunther, I like Gunther too. So many clotheslines he hit Seth with. Seth just spinning around. Man, they got a little crazy. I like the match, man. This is my type of wrestling match, right? You got Gunther's kind of like the strong dude, but a little technical. Seth is, fly all around, but he's still grounded. They had a good match. I personally enjoyed the match. I enjoyed the back and forth. I enjoyed the not knowing who was going to win. And also the whole thing with Braun coming out was like, you guys even talked about it, but I was just like, I didn't even know. And I'm just going to, I said Seth, and this was the match, Mike. I was like, I'm about to use a mic from last year. I'm about to switch my vote.
Oh, yeah, you did.
But I decided to stick with it because I don't know.
It seemed like Cowboy was the only one that didn't know what was going to happen in this match.
I know, right?
I mean, we got it. I mean, on one hand, Seth and Gunther, them two are always going to throw a good show, no matter what they're doing, whether they're brawling, whether they're throwing a technical showcase. No matter what they're doing, they're going to throw down with each other. They're going to give the crowd what they want. But I mean, at the end of the day, we do need to get back to Seth and the Vision. Braun Breaker's coming back from the injury. We need to kick that feud back off and get it going back where it needs to be. So, predictable, but again, that's not always a bad thing. This was a very entertaining match, as it very well should have been with these two.
Yeah, for me, I called it down to a T. I said Braun will come back, call Seth the match. The only way you could write it to me.
Yeah.
But I felt like that's one of the other matches where, like again, where the stories came out of nowhere. But it was a good like wrestling match. But of course, had no story. So let's get back to where we're getting back to. Again, they want to have them both on the card, so I get it. Braun looked pretty healthy to me, so I don't know why he couldn't the rest of the match any fucking way. But that's
he looked amazing.
That's what I'm saying. So but that's neither here or there.
They did it so they could let the him. They didn't want to rush him and Seth. They wanted to let that breathe. So I agree. They didn't. Like, he was healthy 2 weeks before the show. You don't want to cram that feud into 2 weeks.
I get it. But overall, it was a good match though. Good counters, good moves. It was brawling, like you said. It was fighting. They actually protected Seth by having him lose that way. Still made Gunther look dominant by winning with the sleeper hold that he won with. Overall, it was very predictable, but it was still a good match and a good finish.
What do you think the favor is going to be?
I don't know now, but
because now Heyman owes him one.
Yeah, not what I thought it was going to be now. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. All right, so who you guys both? Who got what rate?
Well, everybody except Cowboy got that one right.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
All right. I deserve that. All right. I think Stephanie Vicar versus Liv Morgan. I never liked this feud at all with them. And I still need to go back and watch the video where she had Liv crying, because when it was live, they didn't have the words up. And so I never went back to read the words. Like the next on SmackDown, they did a recap and the words was up, but I wasn't paying attention. So I thought that was stupid. She was like, what could you say to make Liv Morgan cry? Like, are you serious right now? I just didn't like this feud. But as far as the match itself, I think Stephanie is a good wrestler. I just don't like her presence. Like, she doesn't do anything for me. She's kind of dull. But again, I didn't watch her in NXT, so maybe, she's better than I think. You got to be into her. Liv, I love Liv as a character. She's always a character. That's what's cool with her. Her wrestling, her acting, like, she's always a character. She came out with a new song. She actually debuted the song, like, as her little entrance. Like, it was cool. I was cool with the match. And I think they have different they have interesting styles together, but I thought it was a good match. I thought the little they couldn't just let Liv have a straight up one. Like, why? How would they? So little shenanigans just made sense. Also, so it was a cool match for me. It was what I think it should be, and hopefully I could get more into Stephanie. Maybe I just felt she shouldn't have had the title when she had it, so maybe I like her better without the title. So, energy.
So for me, it was another match that just didn't. The match hit for me, but the build up didn't. Like, this didn't feel like a Mania title, women's title match, or women's world title. Man, like, this feud should have hit leading into it, but really the only thing we really got other than Liv and Roxanne's heads getting knocked together was them transforming Liv into Britney Spears. I don't know. I will say that in 2K26, if they don't add this Liv Morgan outfit as one of the outfits we get, that's an injustice, because they need to do something about that red lingerie shit they got in the game. Like, she needs a proper outfit in that game, because that red just doesn't do it. But so I am a big fan of Stephanie. I have been for quite a while now, but this match suffered from just a boring build-up.
I think that's because of Stephanie, but anyway.
I was gonna say,
I don't think so. But.
I kind of agree with Cowboy. I think her language barrier, it's hard to build a long-term feud with that, especially. In general, I think part of the times when you have a Royal Rumble when they pick a champion, sometimes it's like hit or miss, because it's not really an actual feud. They're making up one because I picked you as a champion. Yep. So sometimes it can work, but sometimes don't. Now, like Roman and
Cody,
Punk, they have a history. So you pick the guy you had a history with, so it works. Right. With Stephanie and Liv, they brand new. I don't even know you. So now I got to make up a new reason why I don't like you, and it's just like a short period of time. So that's kind of hard. Even Randy and Cody, for an example, as well. But on the other side. But the match was okay. It was rather short to be a women's championship match. I didn't ever feel a good story. I hope if they run it back, it's just a one-time thing, have Liv win again and keep Stephanie in the chase. She is a good in-ring wrestler. Right. But for some reason, it's something about her barrier that don't work for me. Even though, like, Asuka and them got it too. But Asuka be so... right. Even with Japanese... She be so animated.
Yeah, she's fiery.
I'm glad you said something about that, because I'm going to disagree with the language barrier thing, because there are quite a few people it works with. Look at Asuka, look at Shinsuke, look at Penta. They've all got the language barriers. But
we're saying Stephanie don't do a good job, is what we're saying.
No, I know what you're saying, but I don't agree with the premise of your argument there.
No, because we're saying it's Stephanie. We're saying Stephanie. Like Mike said, he said, even though Asuka a language barrier, but she's fiery. She's like you feel her passion. You know what I think it is? These people were mentioning, and a lot of them was heels with a language barrier, So like it played better, than a face with a language barrier. And mind you, her demeanor, she's calm and collected. It's like it don't work for me.
Yeah, I agree. Like I love watching Asuka when she's speaking Japanese. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'll be honest with that shit. Her
the thing is, Asuka can actually speak pretty freaking good English. She just accentuates her Japanese accent for the camera.
I think she's good in ring, Stephanie. I like she does some moves like that spinning. It's crazy. And Liv might not have been. I don't think they had the greatest chemistry either as opponents. But again,
I'll agree with that.
It's their first time fighting each other, because she picked her from Mania, so that suffers to me. The result I'm happy with, because you got some better booking. That's why I don't want her to get stuck in the Liv and Stephanie vortex. I see more of since we're on this match, more of a Raquel like wanting that title. That's why I don't see her and Roxanne.
I hope so, but I hope you're right. I just have a feeling that they're going to stick Raquel in the tag team feud.
We'll see.
Hey, I will say this though. Stephanie's special. Maybe I didn't like her when she first came. Her original finish was trash.
That just pick you up and drop you the backbreaker. I didn't like that. So when she started doing that thing, I was like, she should have started doing that from the beginning, and maybe I would have been like, "Oh, who is this?" But her special, I would always complain, like, "Dude, her special is not good." Like, so maybe that's another thing. She came out, she couldn't really speak. I didn't get all sucked into the butt thing. It was nice to look at, but I just felt like her special was bad, and so I think that's it for me. She could have been more impressive. So,
all right, what are the results of that, Energy?
We flipped it. The match before, Cowboy was the only one that got it wrong, and this one I was the only one that got it wrong. So, yeah.
All right. Wow. So we are at the granddaddy. So,
and I'm going to say this right off the bat.
Okay.
None of us got this one right.
That's crazy.
But I think there was a reason for that.
Me too.
I do too. We'll definitely talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about it. So what do you want to talk about? So
yeah. Let me talk to you.
Let me try to think of it. I think the match was good for what it was. It was a little weird though with Pat and him RKO Pat. But this match was weird. This match had the internet written all over it. This match had the writers wanted to go one way and the fans wanted them to go the other way, and they felt they had to pivot really quick. And I even feel like the finish was a pivot. I feel like all of a sudden it was like, and if Randy loses, then I'm gonna be gone. And the biggest thing the fans can't stand is Pat now. And I'm like, so I think the match was good, and I always wanted to see. I waited so long for this match. The first match they had wasn't what I wanted because it was like they both was goody two shoes. This is the match I wanted. Randy's super bad, but I felt like the Pat kind of messed it up a little bit. And I felt like him just RKO Pat didn't give me back what I wanted. But it was still a good match. And I will say, thank God he punt kicked him at the end, because if it didn't get the punt kick, I'd have been like, man, you guys ruined this match for me. But I think it still was good. I think they had good fighting. What I didn't like was out of nowhere. I don't know if this is real or not, but I don't like when there's a crutch in the match and all of a sudden it was like Randy's back is hurting. That's what we heard. Is it real or not? And so the whole match played on, oh, Randy's back hurting. And I was just like, dude, I don't want to watch. I don't like these matches where it's like, oh, he came in here with his leg hurting, or the match where in the match they tell that story, right? Like out of nowhere, it's like, oh, it wasn't like he hit him with a hard back move, and then it was like, oh, could his back be messed up? Nothing was wrong with Randy's back at all. And then all of a sudden the match is going, and they're like, oh, we heard that maybe, like, that bothered me a lot. So that took away the fire of this match for me, like the actual inner workings of the match. But still was a good match. And I'm happy I got the punt kick. So you know.
So I think for you, Cowboy, it was hurt by the fact that you didn't read any of like the dirt sheets, so you didn't hear earlier in the day that like Randy was hurt. And watching him move around the ring, you could tell that like he wasn't really selling a whole lot. Right. He didn't need to. He was in some pain. So I think that's why we all got this one wrong, because I think the original plan was Randy was supposed to win this match. Yep. But they probably had to pivot because I mean but it doesn't make. Here's the thing. Like a lot of this match felt thrown together. It felt, we want to do this, but we got to do this, but we still got to do this, and we want to go this way, but we don't really want to do that. Yep. And well, like you said, the Pat McAfee running down winning the referee shirt. Okay, this makes no sense. Like even Corey Graves said, who the hell gave him a referee shirt?
Right, and him counting 1, 2, 3 wasn't gonna make him win anyway.
And, well, he counted 1, 2, 3, but he didn't fast count him. If Randy's your boy, you're supposed to fast count, and then that's why Randy got up in arcade. Fuck you, man! You're supposed to fast count. Right. You didn't. You fucked up the assignment. Yeah, and as irritated as I am that Pat got shoehorned into this feud, I mean, he does play a really good douchebag jock.
Yes.
Nobody better at that role.
He played his role.
And it even had me giggling when he was being stretchered out and he did the thumbs up and the crowd booed him, so he flipped them off. That one had me chuckling, man. But yeah, I think this one, if Randy's hurt and y'all didn't want to drop the belt on him, why do the aftermatch shenanigans? Why do the punt kick? Because you're
Nah,
keeping the feud
no.
The feud's going
Tell
to
me, hold up. You ain't selling me this evil Randy, and I wasn't getting the punt kick. I don't give a damn. The punt kick is what saved it for me.
The punt kick and everything after the match, that's what keeps the feud going. But y'all made it seem like we pivoted. We had Cody win because Randy isn't healthy enough to have a title run. Like, if he's not healthy enough to have a title run, then why is he going to get a rematch? Like y'all are making it seem like he had to go through surgery because he's pretty fucked up right now.
See, the thing is, because I didn't read what you read, I didn't know if that was real.
It wasn't like I didn't really read anything. I just heard earlier that he hurt his back training. I was like, oh fuck.
Okay, so I thought the pivot was when Pat was like, if I lose, then I'm leaving. I thought the pivot was the people hated what they was trying to do so bad that they was like, you know what? The way Pat will leave is if Randy lose and Randy lost. And so
I don't think that played into it.
It was up until from what I hear, it was up until that Friday, maybe Saturday morning when Randy was hurt when they had to pivot. Randy was supposed to win all up until that moment, but it was going to do it was
a game time decision. Yeah,
and they were going to do a backlash title match. Tag team match with Randy and Pat versus Jelly Roll and Cody, stuff like that. But they had to pivot because Randy's hurt. My thing is this though, it was crazy booked throughout. It was I don't think the match was just slow and plotting to me. It was only okay. I think the whole thing at the beginning where Pat attacked Cody and then Cody attacks Pat and Randy or whatever like that. At what point when and remember at this point, Pat's still with Randy. So at one point when Cody's like beating up Pat and setting up the table for Jelly Roll, Randy's like standing there. He's doing nothing. Like, why you not helping your boy out? Right? He's just like over there doing nothing. He hadn't even really.
We see. I didn't see all that. Like, I thought he was just down. I thought he was just down because he was feeling his back.
No, but we didn't know that as an audience. So
I didn't see him standing in the background
like that. And then that took forever. The spot with Jelly Roll for the ambulance that took me out of the match. That took like 10 minutes. And even at that point, Randy was nowhere near Pat. Like, are you okay? You came down here with me. Like, let me check up on you. So that was like weird to me too. And then, like y'all said, after all that, then Pat somehow get a referee shirt and a neck brace and run down to the thing. Is he hurt or not? Like, I'm confused about that.
He did look hysterical though with the neck brace and the big. I'm sorry, Pat had me dying in this match.
So the match played where like the fans were booing Cody, and he was still like, "Yo, I'm gonna do what I got to do to win." So Cody was essentially playing the heel character throughout the match. Randy was getting cheered throughout the match. So it was like they like switched during the match. And then at the end, he also RKO'd Pat, which the fans cheer for. So again, Randy's down.
And didn't Cody hit a low blow?
Right? And then at the end of the match, like you said, he turns back heel. So it's like all these turns within the match. Yeah. Which is crazy to me.
It's like Cody even hit a low blow during the match, and it's like, well,
right. But see, Cody did all this heel stuff, but then you got to feel sympathy for him because he got pucky. So it's a weird back and forth to me. And if Randy is gone, I do agree with energy. Like he's gonna be. I don't know. If he comes back, like you know what, I did that, but I still want that title. It still works the punt kick. I think you're right. At that particular point, but the whole Pat. It just was too much, and if you're going to have Pat in, I do think they got rid of Pat in the beginning with the whole elbow because they were like, okay, we got to get rid of Pat for the whole match. But I'm like, why happened in the first place? There's a lot of stupid booking to me.
Right.
I'm glad that happened at the beginning of the match, though.
Which ruined the long term, not long term, but a long 20 years of history, which could have been a great build and a great match. Right. All this other nonsense.
I think they thought. I would love to know the behind the scenes plans. For me, I felt like watching wrestling. I think they thought the Pat McAfee thing was going to go over well,
Because when I first was watching it, I was like, oh, this is some NWO stuff. They talking about real stuff. I thought so. I was like, they trying to bring back the attitude era. They cursing extra crazy. So I was thinking this was gonna be good. And yeah, everybody turned on it, and I was like, oh man, what is gonna, so let me first say this. My man, the great one, Dave, is in the building. What's going on, man? And I put my one up for my man Ron Slusher.
What's good, Dave?
But I mean, it is what it is, right? What you gonna say?
We all got it wrong, so it's cool. At least I'm the only one wrong.
We all got it wrong, but I feel like it would have been right had Randy not gotten hurt.
I agree.
That sucks. You know what I don't like is that I wanted the punt kick regardless, right? But usually you get punt kick and you out for like a month.
Yeah.
So and he hitting for real, like that connected. That was like a stiff one. His head turned like.
You got the picture?
I could pull it up.
Oh, you see Cody's eye? Yeah, he hit it for real.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, that was wild.
And I guarantee you that was a Cody decision. I guarantee you Cody told. I promise you, Cody told him lay it in.
That was crazy. But all right, guys, let's go to the next night.
Hold on. First night 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Total. I got one right.
Woo!
Yeah, woo! Cowboy ended up getting 3 right. McNasty got 4 right, and Big Mike 6 out of 7.
Hey, man. Randy, I could have 7-0. Now I'm gonna Randy. Shit, God damn it.
Man, Randy screwed you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Cowboy. Like I'm becoming a bigger wrestling fan now. 6 out of 7.
You know what? You're right. You're a bigger internet wrestling fan. You're definitely right. You got me there.
Is that what it is?
Let me circle back for a minute. We forgot about SmackDown. We had the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeah.
I did pick Danhausen for the shits and gigs, and he ended up not even being in the match. I was hoping he would be because I would love to see my boy in there. I knew Royce Keys was going to get it, but I wanted to pick Danhausen.
Yeah, honestly, you guys pulled me into the Royce. I was like, I had no clue. I was like, all right, fine, I guess.
And McNasty got it wrong by picking Aleister Black, but damn, did Aleister show out during that match?
Yeah, he did. But thanks again, Mike. I'm going whatever Mike do, I'm gonna do. I don't know. All right, let's go to night number 2. Bam. Oh, what I will say too is I did think this was cool. Both nights sets was 100% different, right? Like, yes, it was the same structure, but the whole like wasteland look for night 1 and then futuristic look for night 2.
I did.
Bravo. It wasn't like it's just there's one color difference and the next night is a different color difference. The themes was cool, and what they could do with these new screens, man. Like when Randy was there with the snake in the background and good stuff. But
Jade with the thunder.
Go ahead. What you gonna say, Andrew?
I said Jade with the thunder. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So let's get to night number 2, guys. Oh wait, hold on. TPG in the building. TPG, how's it going, man? I don't talk to you anymore, man. I hope you're doing good. Says Saturday sucked. Sunday was great. This is what I want to say. I swear, and I know y'all gonna stop. People gonna hate when I say this, but I'm telling you, bro, this is the internet. I'm telling you, some people, I guarantee some people like stuff, and then the internet say something, and they were like, oh, it was too many commercials. Oh, it was 56 minutes of entrances. Oh, Saturday sucked. Oh, like, I don't know. I'm just telling you, I feel like people don't have their own minds nowadays. People follow the internet because like, oh, well, everybody's saying it. I'm gonna say it because I feel like just seeing TPG pop up. Night 1 sucked. I'm like, really? Well, anyway, we're gonna get into like what made one that bad and that good. I'm gonna have to pull them up on screen at the same time. But anyway, dude, this blew me away. Now let's back up a little bit. I think it was a good big man match, right? A quick big man match. You didn't expect this to be 20 minutes and nothing crazy. But I think they had some good spots. I definitely didn't see this coming, what happened, but we'll get into it, the finish and what happened. But I thought they did a good job. Over versus Brock, who could knock each other over. when we get into like after this, then I definitely want to talk about it. But I was okay with this match. You know, it was better than the first time Brock went against Goldberg. That how terrible that was because they both was leaving that day. That was their last match. It was a good big man match, a good short big man match. So I don't know if I think it should have been better. I think it was just good. Like, it wasn't a great big man match, but it was a good, decent big man match for both of their styles and what they could do. We got a lot of suplex cities in there. It was good. I liked it. What about your energy?
This was how you build a star. We've spent the last 20 years building up Brock Lesnar. He's been a monster. He's played football. He's been an MMA champion. He's ended the Undertaker streak. He's demolished John Cena
twice.
Twice. I mean, he's the monster of monsters.
So hold up. I had a feeling you was gonna leave one thing out. That's crazy. I was listening. I was like, he's really gonna leave it out, bro. He went to UFC and became champ.
I said that I said he was an MMA champion. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't say UFC, but I did say MMA. He became a heavy. He beat Randy freaking Couture to become UFC champion.
Yes.
My God, the dude's done everything, and Oba demolished him in under 5 minutes. This is how you pay it forward. I know Brock understands the business more than anybody, and it got brought to my attention earlier. Something we've all forgotten about is Brock had to retire from the UFC because he had the health problems. He had to have like 30 inches of his intestine taken.
Yeah, he had diverticulitis. Yeah, but he got over that though. He got over that.
But still, like the older he gets, like the more impact it takes on his internal organs. I mean, all of you fell for this. He's going to be retired. Gunther's going to be acting like Gunther's the only one that can retire, folks, these days.
No. I'm going to finish. Go ahead.
So, everybody fell into that trap of thinking that Gunther was going to be the one to retire.
So I think, hold on, real quick, Andrew. I don't think it was more of that. It was the fact that SummerSlam is supposed to be in it where he live at. So that's what got
Well, yeah, in Minnesota, but he lives in Canada now. But anyway, I think Brock surprised a lot of people. From what I'm hearing, very few people thought he was going to do what he did after the match. Even Heyman didn't really know what was going on.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I think Oba shined during this match, and Brock did a beautiful job putting him over.
Yep.
This match was everything it needed to be: short, quick, to the point. And like I said, Oba is going to take off from here. So.
I think so.
So here's my thoughts. Number one, first of all, what I said was, this made a lot of sense to me. I said there's no way Gunther can be the one to retire Brock if he loses. He can't lose and Gunther call him out. It don't make any sense to me. So this made more sense. He had to retire now. Because remember what I said, that if you already lose now, Gunther why you want to fight him anymore? There's no reason to. So this made perfect sense to me.
But that said, you still picked Brock.
No,
because I thought he was going to fight Gunther. Right, exactly. Secondly, if we knew Brock was retiring, we all would have picked over, obviously. Secondly, I thought for what it was match wise, even in some other big versus big, matches, I think this was good. I think they both showcased what they could do. I don't think Oba demolished Brock. I don't think so either. No. Yeah,
he no-sold the F5. he took 2 German suplex and an F5, and
he took 3 actually German suplex. He sold the suplex when he sold the F5. But the fact he got those off, I'm saying, like you demolish somebody, you don't get nothing off.
Correct.
Brock got all his moves off. What I'm saying. I think Brock wanted to make sure he got all what he could do now. I should say. He's not all his moves, what he can do now, or whatever I'll say like that. When people say Oba's the next Brock, they forget Brock as a wrestler. Oba's never gonna be the wrestler Brock was, or whatever like that. Like Brock went 35 minutes to Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. Oba could never do that, I promise you. But but as far as like being a big behemoth type of star like Brock 2010 till now, that's what Oba is. Not Brock 2002, 2005, whatever like that. That's not Brock. But I feel like that I don't know about the Oba putting the strap on him, because it seems like not the strap as far as like the belt. I mean, as far as like the rocket ship, I'll say because it feels like if he stays on Raw, that might not happen, which gets the results of that later on. And I don't like his promo the night after, just for like 2 lines and being out, stuff like that. I think that should have been a little bit better. Let me just finish. I think it should have been a little bit better. But for the match itself, and then with the retirement of Paul Heyman being there and crying, I think Brock knew what he was throwing. It was perfect for me. Left his stuff in the ring. Yep. He did put over tipped his cap. If you watch him walking down the aisle or whatever, I thought that was a great opening, and to cap it off with Brock retiring the way he did, I think that was a great way to go out.
So I don't think either one of y'all watched the post show, because the way that they were talking, it seems like they're gonna push Oba through the summer, and towards the end of the year, he's probably going to go after Roman. So if they do it correctly, like don't throw him straight into the feud with Roman right now. Let them build into it.
Yeah, but that's not a rocket ship though. If he's still by the end of the year.
Oh, just wait.
That's like
he's going to have a few big feuds during the summer.
I'll say this about him getting pushed. Okay, so as hard as he literally just came, right? He just came from NXT. So I don't watch NXT anymore. So whoever watched NXT and say he's amazing, cool. But this is WWE. Right now, you got to show the WWE audience. I think what he has on his side is his entrance, the dance. So he got that it factor. Like, he instantly got people. I mean, all the people, like, he got that, right? He got the entrance. His whole thing is everything is marketable. The whole, like, the music, the timing, the everything is great, right? He gets in the ring. He's a beast. He's big. I love when he slams somebody and he go all crazy, like he can't contain his own energy. And he's also decent on the mic enough where he could cut a promo, or at least as a big dude doesn't have to. I'm not saying energy level to put the rocket ship on him, but you don't want to blow this, right? There's few times where you get a big person where we could get behind them and you could make them a star. Like, all right, I'll say this: forget a big person. There's few times where you could get an instant star, right? And be like, you know what? In a short period of time, I think maybe this is the rocket ship analogy, right? Maybe in a year, this guy's going to be one of the guys. Not, he's not going to be a mid-carder, but in a year, we could have him having big, the title runs.
Because keep in mind, we haven't, like you said, a lot of people don't watch NXT. They haven't seen what he can really do yet. His matches have been short as hell. And most of them have been squashes. Like, nobody's tested him yet.
That's my question for you or Anthony. Since Brock's gone and obviously Roman's busy, who would you put him up against next to keep his momentum?
I mean, this is messed up, but if you really want to make him the guy, you let him have a feud with Gunther. But I don't think you would want to do that to Gunther, because you're not going to make him the career killer.
I wouldn't have put him against Rusev just yet. I would have.
That already happened.
It's already happened. But I mean, that's what I would have saved that for after Mania. You could. I would put him up against Judgment Day.
So I'll say this: I would make him still have a feud with Gunther. I won't say a feud. A feud is more like you get a couple matches. Yeah. But I would have him feud with Gunther. And it'd be a no contest. Nobody wins. So amp it up. Like, you can't believe who's going to win, and then nobody wins. Like, however you got to write it. Like, it'd be a serious, oh, man. Like, when you had those serious feuds where, like, bro, somebody has to win. It got to be a 1, 2, 3, but it just be the one where it don't.
All right. So based off what we saw last night,
Gunther's going after LA Knight.
It feels like Gunther's going to build some type of thing with LA Knight possibly and go for the title. If it's not Gunther, then who?
Like I said, I would have him chase after Dominic for a little minute.
I don't think that builds him up.
I don't think so either. I'll say this. I mean, I think
with Dominic shenanigans, he can cheat enough to stay.
No. Energy. You think it's small. You just say rocket ship, then you don't switch to Dom. If Dom had the title, cool. But you don't say rocket ship and switch to Dom. That's what Mike is getting to. So
when I say strap the rocket ship to him, they're gonna push him throughout the summer. I mean, they're gonna have him run through everybody. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
some more squash matches.
But I think Dominic's one of those people that could actually have a really good match with him. You could also put him against Trick Williams or Devon Evans. Listen to let me finish. Trick Williams and Javon Evans just had a 3-way with Oba in NXT. I say let them 3 showcase what they can do and push all 3 of them, because them 3, that's what got them to the main roster, was their feud in NXT.
Listen, I'll tell you this. Maybe because you've seen, we're going to get to who came out at the very end of the night, right? So apparently people just showing up, right? Somehow make him and Drew beef. I mean, it sucks for Drew.
After Drew gets back from the movie, yeah, I agree with that one. That would be a crazy ass. I'd love it.
Okay, yeah, that I can see if Drew goes the wrong once he gets back and whatnot.
And right now we do have a bunch of people switching shows and shit. So I mean, who's to say? Some people from Sami Zayn couldn't come over and feud with Oba.
Yeah, I just feel like Dom wouldn't do it. No. I'm sorry.
I don't want to see him chasing Dahmer. I want to see him have a match. I want to see him. This is what they could do. You ready?
Yeah.
This is what they could do. What they always do, right?
Okay.
Which they probably should have did in the beginning. Make him just going through a bunch of small people. That's usually for people who don't have the charisma he has. That's the problem. He has more of a charisma where he would talk and could do it back and forth. Usually like a Ryback or the Brock Lesnar. Those are the people that they're quiet, they don't speak. So you just got them beating up 2 people at one time. It'll make Oba look bad, actually. You'd be like, bro, really? Come on. Because you could talk. So it'd be like you just picking on a little person. Plus he's a face. So that's going to be kind of a little interesting for him too.
Have him beat up the New Day or the Vision.
Huh?
Have him beat up the New Day or Logan Paul. Yeah.
Okay. Right, we move on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, there's a million different ways you could do it, but I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him and Dominic do something, even if it's for 3 weeks. Do a little feud.
So, because we're still in this first match, but hold up.
Hey, go ahead.
In the building, Kevin is in the building. He said first you guys like this person, and later you guys turn on him. Let me see. So WWE dropped who attacked Jacob Fatu on SmackDown. I mean, I thought he thought it was Drew, and Drew didn't. I thought that we just gonna stick with that.
Yeah, Drew denied it.
Ain't nobody stepped. Well, I mean, Jacob seemed like he still always thought it was Drew. It never changed his mind.
Right.
Drew denied it. Yeah. So I mean, we gotta just drop that because they never made him not think it was Drew. So.
I guess it got to the point where it don't matter who attacked him. He just went after Drew.
Right, because that's what he thought.
Because fuck you, Drew.
All right, so that was that match, and we all you already went to. We've been going so long.
Yeah.
You got to everybody who thought was what, right?
Oh yeah, I'm the only one that got that one right.
Okay, wow, look at that.
You all thought Brock was gonna win.
All right, cool. Wow, Mike, I can't believe. Well, no, you did explain why. All right, cool. All right, so I think next one was a ladder match, right?
Yep.
So the ladder match for me, it was crazy. They had spots. I mean, they had spots. You know what? This was what it should have been. It was a good, and it was. I don't want to say it was safe because it was some crazy stuff, but it wasn't as crazy as ladder matches go. But I thought it was great spots. Everybody got to shine for the most part, and yeah, I think that it ended the way it should have ended. If Rusev didn't beat the hell out of everybody on Raw. If Raw he didn't beat everybody up, I would have picked him. But luckily he saved me. So yeah, I mean, I can't even go into so much. I mean, the spots was cool. Like, dude, when Penta did the Mexican Destroyer
on the ladder bridge.
On the ladder, I was like, what? Like,
well, there's that beautiful Spanish fly JD did off the ladder.
Beautiful Spanish fly.
That was crazy.
The only thing with Javon Evans was I like the psychology of stuff. So it was just kind of like, so I guess we're just saying that Rusev slipped and then you called him out the air. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the only thing that's the only thing. That's the only spot I didn't like. Yeah,
it was like, what really happened there?
But the West Coast pop, Penta throwing Ray over onto Rusev and both of them crashing through the ladder, that was beautifully done.
Yeah, it was good.
I think this whole match was just one big highlight. Definitely, comparatively, it was kind of short for a ladder match, especially with 6 people involved. It was fast paced through the whole damn thing, though. So I like that. You didn't see really any botches.
Nope. I feel like nobody got hurt.
Yeah, that Spanish Fly was gorgeous. The Mexican Destroyer. I love the way JD just kind of crumbled on top.
Yo,
of the
he
ladder.
just like his. I was scared there because his body. When you seen his leg just slide off, I was like, "Whoa!"
Wonderful sell job there.
Yes,
the one he caught Javon Evans was off the rope was kind of dope too.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Or when he jumped off the ladder and that one looked a little stiff.
Let's go to Ray at his age, man. Still like in ladder matches doing this type of stuff.
Yo.
It's been. I was scared. I was scared when I heard he was going to be in this match. I was like, he just came back from an injury. This is crazy.
Man, but on that West Coast pop, he hit his head. He hit his head.
Yeah, he face planted the ladder, and then Rusev laying on the rung like, I'm like, oh my god, these guys are going crazy. Yeah. But yeah, this match was what it needed to be. Even Dragon Lee shined a little bit.
I like him too. Yeah,
I mean, this match was what it needed to be, and it was definitely a highlight. This match, especially after Oba and Brock, and after Brock retiring and that emotional high, and you kick you right into the ladder match. I mean, this kept the pace going, and not just firing. I loved it.
I feel like we got to back up a little bit too, because we didn't talk about the retiring. But Mike, you talk about this match, and let's back up just a little bit.
Talk about the ladder matches then.
Yeah, the ladder match.
Oh, the ladder match. I liked all the spots too. Like I said, I mean, we'll talk about the finish, but I mean, the results or whatever, I think it's all a little predictable, even though it was 6 people, but we said our reasons why. But I just thought even Rusev being the one big guy in there, he even got his chance to shine too. And I like that it's not like, now what I like that even though that match came out of nowhere, as far as like 2 weeks before Mania, this match, but they're continuing it. So now on Raw, you see Rusev still won the damn title, and Javon, all that. So it's not like it's just like one and done.
And now we got Ethan Page too. I mean,
exactly. So now we got more guys, and they all still continuing to go after Pentasite, which is a lot of matches that can come out of it. So, and I think Rusev should eventually finally get it. So he's been back for like a year and a half now. He done put in work. Give him a little run with the IC belt. I feel like so. But for the match itself, I enjoyed it a lot. So.
So what's the numbers, Energy?
We all got that one right. We all said Penta would retain.
Yeah, I just felt like he's not done with it. He got so much style. He got like
and they gave him the Shao Kahn mask during the entrance.
Yep, came out the Shao Kahn mask.
And Rey Mysterio brought back his comic book, his Deadpool. I love the Deadpool outfit. Little nod there.
I feel like that was a little off for Deadpool. Sandy was like, "Is that Deadpool?" I was like, "I don't think so."
Yeah, that's what he was going for. But I mean, he couldn't do a 1-for-1 recreation because Marvel and DC.
I mean, he used to, but
yeah, he used to, but then the comic book company.
Yeah, I guess they're like, nah. Hold on, let me see what Sky said. I wish that was the Money in the Bank. Oh, I got you. I'm sure Money in the Bank gonna go bigger and better. But let's back up a little bit with Brock real quick. One, I just want to say, dude, Brock Lesnar is actually gone.
Mm-hmm.
Now he started. I thought he was laughing, but I was like, oh no, he was crying, and he was taking a long time to take his gloves and stuff. I was like, is he gonna trick us? But
and then Heyman got in the ring and asked him if this is real.
Right. That was the biggest surprise for me of the whole Mania, and man, I've been following Brock Lesnar's career since the beginning, and he's McNasty's favorite wrestler. And man, I gotta say that emotionally that hit me. I was like, damn. And it was such a good match. And to say that's why I kind of feel like Oba's gonna get a big push. One, I think he has all the tools, but two, like this is how you pass the torch. So we didn't say that. This is how you say, look, dude. Go. Did you say it, pass torch?
I didn't use those words, but yeah, this.
Well, you didn't say pass torch.
This is how Brock pays it forward.
I think Brock pays it for, but I think of somebody pays it forward is saying that I'm okay with losing. I'm not gonna use my weight when I should win. Right?
Match,
so, but pass the torch is like, listen, I'm done. And now you're gonna take this. You're gonna take over. Now, like they keep saying, the next big thing. I think that's cool. Even if they want this call the next big thing, I actually wouldn't have a problem with it because he was Brock Lesnar's last match, and he is a big dude. So I just wanted to say all that because I'm like, man, that was emotional for me as a wrestling fan. That obviously these guys can't wrestle forever, and we can see all these other people retire. But wow,
Even had me
Brock
tearing
Lesnar,
up,
man.
and because I don't know if y'all knew this, but Brock Lesnar is one of, as far as WWE wrestlers, Brock Lesnar is one of my two birthday twins. His birthday.
He's one of your two what?
Birthday twins. His birthday's the same day as mine.
Oh, his birthday the same day as your birthday?
Yeah, July
Oh, wow.
4th. And so is Sami Zayn.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Well, yeah, it was, man. I like you. I've been following Brock, from the beginning and stuff like that. And I was watching that other on Peacock. I think like 2 years ago, but the one documentary where they just talk about his 2002 to 2005, and even that run right there was crazy dominant and stuff like that before he even came back. And I'm like, yo, dude was just so good. And I know they built him off. Like I kind of would like Oba maybe I know it's kind of whatever, but to turn heel because when you're a beast and a dominant, it's much easier to build you as a heel. When you a baby face just squashing bad guys, it's kind of a different feeling or whatever like that.
That's what happened to Ryback.
Yeah, and it just feels different than when you a heel squashing good guys who's supposed to be able to try to beat you, like Brock was doing in that first run. And then, kind of like, they put Brock up against, if you remember, Big Show, like immediately almost or whatever. And he was dominating him and dominating Mark Henry when he first came out. It was like, oh, what the fuck? Whatever like that.
It's crazy? When we think of dominant big guys that are a face, what made Goldberg so popular because they had such a large roster of like henchmen. He had all the NWA, right? So it was like you're just going to beat every week. I got somebody to beat up, and it's not taken away from a star. So
you had the NWO, you had Raven and the Flock, you had the
WWE can't really do that. If you you got to give and take, and you're gonna take away from somebody to push this other person. So you got to do it to be dominant and just destroy people. And that's what made Brock was in a time where we probably had the best wrestlers.
Yes.
And
remember he had the bear hug on Hogan and made him spit out blood. Yep. They built Brock up so perfectly at that time. Yeah. And then he beat The Rock at SummerSlam for the title for the first time.
Yeah, and so look at his size. He had an Iron Man match with Angle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy, like that. So he was going through like Hall of Famers. That's what it was. He was going through Hall of Famers left and right. So I don't know how they can mimic that for Oba in a way. But
give it about 2 or 3 years. I would love to see a Mania match between Oba Femi and Royce Hughes.
I'm not that big on Royce personally.
Oh, wait, he'll show you.
I hope so. Listen, I love wrestling. I hope so. I hope I'll be like, damn, I was wrong about him. Like, I hope your girl Stephanie shocks me. But, all right. I just wanted to bring. I feel like we didn't touch on that as much. You know what I mean? Because we're all wrestling fans, and Brock Lesnar is literally just retired.
Think that? I know we're on a different subject, but those guys, all of them Hall of Famers who I mentioned, they were okay with
Brock
letting Brock get the rub back then to build them up, even though he was like 20.
And I'm never gonna forget the chair shot Jeff Hardy gave Brock. God,
right? The Hardys too, all of them. He gets them all of them. You think these guys today are okay? Because I feel like these guys aren't accepting as like letting this new guy get the rub and stuff like that.
I think a lot of them are good with Oba.
I think nowadays might be easier than back then though. I feel like the egos was bigger back then. Well, now look at Stone Cold. Talk about Brock.
Well, he didn't want
to. Perfect. Stone Cold.
No.
Beating me. Remember,
it's not that Stone Cold didn't want to give Brock Lesnar the rub. It's that he didn't want to give it away on free TV on a Monday Night Raw with no promotion.
I get it.
A match like that, Brock Lesnar versus Stone Cold, you build that up and you give it to people on pay-per-view. That's where Stone Cold had the problem with. Wasn't
it part of King of the Ring?
I don't remember what but it was a random like Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, it was part of King of the Ring because King of the Ring used to be its own pay-per-view. Then they start making it part of it on Raw and SmackDown. I mean, it is what it is. Now I will say this: I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know if you guys remember this. When Stone Cold didn't do it, do you guys remember who filled in for him?
The Rock.
Because he beat this probably one of the go look it back. This is probably one of the worst beatings Brock got.
It was Bubba Ray. They made Brock go against Bubba Ray, and Bubba was beating Brock down. It was crazy. Obviously, Brock won, but I was like, damn, Bubba Ray was taking it to Brock. That was a crazy, weird thing. Maybe they was like, look, bro, Stone Cold just dropped out, and we're gonna let you go against Brock. You're gonna lose, but you gotta give it to him, and he gave it to him. That was crazy. Like
I want to keep going. That's not another topic, but we get to another show. But
anyway,
so what's next? What's next match? It was a girls match, wasn't it?
Trick and Sammy.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Sammy and them. So Sammy and Trick Williams. It's just weird to me that, and I'm gonna keep repeating the internet. Sammy, I feel him. He's like, what did I do? Like, out of nowhere, I'm just hated for no reason. And because the internet says you going against somebody we like, so we don't like you. That's just the internet. But before we get into it, let me bring somebody else who's coming on. Is none other than my guy, the Green Eye Bandit himself. My little big brother. Now, Dave is actually older than me by a few weeks, but
and a lot bigger.
Green Eye. Oh, what you say?
And he a lot bigger.
Yeah. He got me by like 2 inches. He about 2 inches taller than me.
Only 2? Wow.
More like 2 feet taller than me.
Yeah.
What's up, Dave? You got no cheesesteak today, bro?
Say again?
You don't got no cheesesteak today?
You said what? I didn't hear you.
I said you don't have no cheesesteak today? Yeah, you don't have no cheesesteak?
Oh, no, not today. We getting some pizza today.
They be eating good.
Yeah, man.
Dave, did you get to see All the Mania?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool. So we're talking about Sammy. So we're just pretty much gonna go down the line how we like the match, and then you wasn't a part of the prediction thing, but you could chime in and what your thoughts on the match.
Yeah.
So and we've been killing a lot of time, so we're trying to speed this up a little bit. But Sammy and Trick Williams, I thought it was a decent match.
Yeah,
it was a predictable match. It was what it should have been, I guess. They all was doing little spots. I was shocked when Little Yachty came out because I thought he was going to be like, hurt or whatever. So that was like, oh, wow, he still made it. And then starting off with Trick Williams, the super long train, I guess you would call it.
It was ridiculous.
That was ridiculous. I didn't think it was going to stop. I thought he was going to get to the ring and it wouldn't have stopped, but it did eventually stop. But the match itself, I thought was good. I like Sammy. I always thought he was a good wrestler. I don't think he's as great as he used to be, but he's still pretty good. He still do good spots. I know somebody was saying they don't think Trick Williams is that good of a wrestler, or I think he does a lot of Booker T stuff, and that's fine with me. I think he has a good amount of moves. I think I like him as a wrestler. He doesn't bother me. I don't think I have too much to say about this match, though. I just feel like, it was a good, safe match and predictable to me. So what about you, Andrew? And Dave, what we're going to do is I'll go first. Energy will go, then Mike, and then we'll let you, go at the end. All right.
Yeah.
But, what about you, Energy?
The reason Trick reminds us of Booker is because Booker actually trained him. But I mean, I like Trick. I like Sammy. And they're both amazing performers. Like you said, this match was, again, predictable, but it was what it needed to be. But I can't help but get irritated by Little Yachty through this whole thing. Like he's been the most aggravating little fucking chihuahua nipping at everybody's heels, man. And his voice just irritates me, man. Just shut up and stay in the back, man. If you want to do an entrance for a Trick, cool, whatever. But get your ass out the way and let the grown folks handle business. But yeah, I mean, I think they did a real good job of showcasing Trick in this match, and I'm kind of worried about what they're going to do with Sammy from here.
Give them what the fans want. Turn them heel. But go ahead, Mike.
I think, to your point, though, I think Sammy might as well go full heel and embrace it. But
then win the Royal Rumble.
Well, I'm sorry right now today. But if he's going to do that, and let's say if he's still going to try to go back after Trick, you got to make Trick turn full face and embrace it. But the thing is that Trick does a lot of heel things, so I don't know how that's going to work or not. With the Trick, it's definitely a lot of aura. I hate that they give him that full entrance for every single time because it made the Mania one seem less impactful to me. I think they're doing it every single week on SmackDown, and she kind of saved some of the bigger entrants and stuff like that for him. I feel like that. I don't like his finish. His wrestling it's okay. You know what I mean? It's that Trick shot. It's a weak move to me.
I agree.
That.
The bookend's a better one. Yeah.
Booking, well, no, that's just a fake rock bottom. But
still, it's a better finish than the.
Yeah, well, I agree. And even with the haluva kick, it's like a wind up and it's a long run to the kick or whatever. But the Trick shot is just quick knee, whatever, basically like that. But in-ring storytelling is not that bad. He's still learning. I see why they put they put the Rocket on. He been there 4 months. They gave him title already, WrestleMania match, blah blah blah. Definitely a star, but the match itself, I was happy Sammy got to hit Loriati again. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it was just, it was pretty predictable. And I want to see where Sammy goes from here. I say, like I said, embrace it. They hate you for no reason. It's crazy. Like you said, Anthony, 2 years ago when he faced Roman, it was all for Sammy. When him and KO won the tag titles of Mania, they was cheering for Sammy. Now we hate Sammy. Yep. Why? It's just crazy. It's like back and forth or whatever. I don't know why. So I say embrace the heel part.
And something you just reminded me of too, Mike. How crazy is it that Mello hit the main roster a full year before Trick, but he ain't had a Mania match yet, and Trick's Mania.
You know what it is? Unfortunately, it's something with Trick, right? Like, listen, entrances is a big thing now, right? Look at Jay. They listen, the Oba, like listen, the fans is the biggest part of wrestling, period. And if you just somehow got something like, I like Carmelo, I think his wrestling is good. I love his music, like, but for some reason he just doesn't stand out. Trick came out and got in the ring with who was that when he first came out and like got in the ring with
Randy?
Was it Jake?
No, yeah, with Randy, him and the whole back and forth with Randy, he's taller. Like he literally because he's a heel, he just inserted himself in stuff where he probably shouldn't be. And I guess the people that's top dog kind of like let him get, like, he get in there, he talk smack. He instantly came on the roster and was like, put himself out there. Now, Carmelo Hayes was the number one draft pick in the last draft we had, but that didn't mean nothing.
Then they didn't do shit with him for 4 months.
No, exactly. But what's up, Dave? What's your thoughts on that match?
The Trick Williams Sami Zayn match was pretty good. I'm just gonna piggyback off of what you guys were saying. They're gonna push Trick because he has that look. He has the look, and Sammy is he's almost on his last leg, but not quite. But they got new blood. They got somebody that's it's all about looking like a superhero now again, without all the humongous wrestlers like they used to. You don't have your Hulk Hogan's and Ultimate Warriors and Andre the Giants and stuff like that. So, but Trick is all right. He's all right, and like Engie said, he got trained by Booker T. It's like that was one of the greatest wrestlers that we had in our generation. So, man, I think they did a pretty good job. Sunday was a lot better than Saturday. I'll tell you that. Definitely a lot better than Saturday.
Well, what energy? Let us know.
McNasty got it wrong, but the three of us got it right. Trick Williams.
Well, McNasty actually thought Sammy was going to win.
He thought Sammy was going to get it.
All right, I think
I didn't think they was going to put the belt on. I don't mean to cut you off, but I didn't think that they were going to put the belt on Trick.
Oh, really?
Honestly, I didn't think so. I thought Sammy was going to win.
Yeah,
I thought.
I think my thing was I felt like you got a star in the making, and if you do this, you might have a long time star, like getting off on a good note. So I feel like pull the trigger on him. Sammy's getting a little stale. They don't know what to do with him, unfortunately.
Part of me thought they were going to do a double turn and then save Trick winning the belt to Backlash, but I was hoping that they would do that, but I knew that they were going to give Trick.
So
this.
did they protect Melo really by not having him lose the belt to Trick?
I don't think so. I think it hurt him more than anything because I think
Okay.
Melo could have shined in this match. They could have
I
put him
agree.
in. They could have put it in as a 3-way. They could have. They could have just had him beat Sammy to get the belt back. They could have done 100 things.
I think they did the right call. I think Trick, one, Sammy's a bigger star than Melo, right? I think to be able to have the crowd turn on Sammy, like Sammy's getting a little stale. So
And all he did was beat Melo. Like,
well, listen, it's good for Trick. This was all about Trick, right? You get somebody like Sammy where the fans are wishy-washy on. You literally get the fans turn on him. Everything just looked great for Trick, and he is the guy that won. He got the title, and he's moving forward. So I think Melo wouldn't have been the same thing. People still kind of like Melo too. Then Trick would have been like really, it was like, oh, we can't really cheer for him. Like I said, if he win at Mania, he's going to be one of those people that get that. I literally said this. If he win at Mania, he will be the guy to get that WrestleMania moment. The new up-and-coming guy, win, get a title, everybody go crazy, and, it made sense.
Yeah,
I don't think it would have. You wouldn't have got that if Melo was in it.
That said, to me, this match was probably the low light of the night, and that's saying something because it was actually a solid match.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
And I agree with you, Energy, because Lil Yachty, Young Yachty, whatever his name is, it's funny because if you ever watch The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne the God said that Yachty is probably the worst out of all the new rappers out there right now.
Oh, wow.
And I agree 100%. He's horrible.
His little squeaky voice irritated me through this whole build-up, man.
Oh, I was just like, why is he here?
The way he kept screaming, what? I kept calling him, every time I told Huntress, we talked about it, I kept calling him Squeaky Little John.
I think for one, he got star power, and two, I think Trick being the bad guy, I think it was good for him to come out as the heel with an annoying sidekick. You know what I mean? Or
but Trick's got enough charisma. He didn't need it.
Yeah,
I hate hearing Brock Lesnar on the microphone, but I'm not going to tell him to his face that.
Hell no.
Hey Dave, but we keeping it real. I think you're probably taller than Brock.
No, we about the same height.
Okay,
we about the same height, and it's crazy because we the same weight, but I don't look like him.
That man. Well, hold on. Let me get to the chat real quick. Let's see. He said, so Kevin said, I thought it was toilet paper. You're talking about the long train. He said, oh wait, is this I'm seeing his new name, but is this Bulls for Life? I think this because you got the same thing as Bulls for Life, or maybe I'm wrong. But he said, please no more open challenge. Give me a storyline month by month with the USA champ. Yeah, obviously, Trick ain't doing no open challenge. Penta doing good compared to Ray Phoenix right now. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, I think Ray is better than him in the ring, though. Ray is like, when I watch Ray, I'm like, bro, this man is exciting. But Penta got the pizzazz and the it factor, the little smooth criminal walk. Like, you can't take that away from him. Let me see. And then he said,
that's almost a Razor moonwalk.
Right. He said, I'm going to be honest. This feud really don't need the USA champion. They really sacrificed. All right. So I think we are on the Demon. And I was about to say Doink. The Demon and Donovan. It's cool, man. And I'm gonna say this until I die. If I had one wish, if I had the Dragon Ball where you make a wish, a genie, whatever, dude, I'm going back and making Finn never get injured. My life of watching wrestling, I never seen somebody so over and it got pulled away from him. So I just always would love to see what wrestling would have been like. So for me, when he turned face and was going against Dom, I got excited. And the Demon, I know some people was like, maybe he shouldn't have been a Demon, but I think it's Mania. Give me the crazy, elaborate nonsense. Make him a Demon. So get to the match. Him coming out as a Demon, I thought the Demon looked cool. I wasn't so into the spikes on his head, but eventually I got like, okay, it looks cool, but
You know, I didn't like this makeup of the demon as much as some of the other demons, but I just love. Now he is the one with an entrance. Oh, look at her! Hold up.
Oh,
Man.
hi.
Hey.
Say
Yo,
hi.
and I bet she's taller than me, or at least half my height.
Say hi.
Oh man. I think what was man, he just made me lose my train of thought, man. She's too cute. But I you know, I didn't like the demon makeup as much, but you know, him coming out, man, I wanted this. I wanted him to be a face again. And so the match itself, Finn's always in shape. Like he only was injured probably twice. Like he did his thing as the demon. I like that he no self some moves to make himself look super strong. I was worried about it being like a no holds barred match because I was like, man, if they make him lose, that's not gonna be cool. But I think it was a decent match with him and Dom because the story was there. You know, I always thought maybe Dom would have been the one kicked out of the group. So this was just a cool match. They did a great job. Dom looked good. Dom did good moves. I think, listen, Dom is in, if you go in the last 5 years, he's probably like one of the best up and coming wrestlers that I didn't think would have been as good as what he is. He's literally in his lane, sticking to that character, keeping the mustache. I think it's great for him. So this is good for me. I'm glad nobody interfered. Well, I'm glad it went the way it went. You know, he got the finish. It was great. I'm happy for this match, and I can't wait to see where it goes. And I was happy to see what happened last night on Raw as well. So, what about you, Energy?
So starting with the entrance, when it panned up like into the drone shot up back behind the fiend, the demon, there was a really cool effect. It looked like an ocean of blood. I was like, did they just throw all that shit at the crowd? And then I realized it was streamers. I was like, that was a really cool freaking effect. It took me a second to realize what I was looking at. But once we got into the match,
I'll be right back.
There's some stuff that Finn did as the demon, that like when he's laying face down, knocked out, and he just kind of real subtly like slid up to it, slid up to his feet with his legs split apart. I was like, oh shit, he's standing up. Like I didn't even see him stand. But I love the character. I love the spooky supernatural stuff. I always have, you know, your Kanes, your Undertakers, your Uncle Howdy's, Fiends, like that's my house. That's what I love seeing. Gangrel and the Brood comes to mind. So anytime I can see the demon is always a thumbs up. But the fact that we were actually able to get the demon back in the win column, I still don't think he should have lost to Edge all them years ago.
Agreed.
But yeah, Finn getting back on the winning track. I hope it's not long before he gets back in the title picture, because I want to see him up against some of these up and comers for some big belts. I want to see that. To me, that's what the Attitude Era had, that people kind of gloss over. At any given point in time, you had The Undertaker, you had Kane, you had Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Mankind, Kurt Angle. Any of these guys could have won the belt at any given point in time. And now you have the depth in the roster. You have your Sami Zayns and LA Knights that could hit that upper echelon. Give them a shot. Let them go against guys like Finn Balor. Let the belt fucking hot potato around for a little bit, and give it a little bit of meaning. Let's get some, like half a dozen or maybe 10 or 12 guys that can trade that belt off in rapid succession, and let's make it mean something.
Yeah. The problem is, before I get to the match, who do they beat? Right, the guys you're talking about, because the issue is today is that, especially now, which we'll get to. Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Sandy.
How you doing? Especially now that Roman's got.
Guys.
What do you got?
So some pizza. So it's a place out here called Hungry Howie's. So their specialty is the crust. So one of the crusts is like Cajun, and one of the crusts is like some type of garlic. And and it got jalapenos on it, pepperonis. So that's their specialty, and it just like the flavor is like ridiculous.
Okay. So especially now you got Roman with the one title, Cody with the other one. Like I don't know who like
Is
LA
there
Knight
soda in that cup?
can't beat one of them. I'm sorry to say it. Like it's not going.
Well, not Roman.
I wouldn't
Right.
mind seeing LA Knight beat Cody.
Oh no, excuse me.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Whatever like that. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
I think that he's not. I think he's too small of a guy on the echelon to be able to beat.
Or we can even have Sami Zayn go full heel and somehow get the belt off of Cody and then have LA take it
I'd
off.
see that one.
Like that would be pretty awesome. You know.
Yeah. But for this match though, I feel like I don't see Finn getting back in the world title scene either. But I do like the match. I like the Demon character too. It was funny though the next day when JD was like, forget all the wigs and makeup and stuff like that. You laugh a little bit. But I do want to say that Dom played his role obviously. Dominic becoming a little stale to me too actually these days. I don't know what he needs, some kind of infusion as well. But he's becoming a little stale to me as well. But I'm happy to see Finn get back in the win column. He deserved the WrestleMania match, and he's obviously a face now. He went through JD, so yeah, let's maybe get him in the mid card more, or something like that. I can see more for Finn, so, like title rise.
What about you, Dave?
Hold on, I'm trying to juggle two things at once.
I got you.
Now, what was it again? I'm sorry.
What's your thoughts on the Finn and Dom match? The Demon. Sorry.
Oh, Finn. It was good seeing the Demon back. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. It was good seeing the Demon back. I wasn't a big fan of the streamers and all that other stuff because it was like way too much. It got all stuck in his spikes and all that other stuff. So it was kind of funny. Maybe the character that Dom is portraying is him doing a very good job because I hate that whole deadbeat dad nonsense when I'm like, come on, bro. You have one of the biggest legends in wrestling history as your father, and he basically just opened the door for you to be a wrestler as well. I don't like the homeless man mustache and the
greasy hair.
He's making himself look like a
greasy mullet.
Man.
The greasy mullet. He kind of reminds me of Daryl from Walking Dead a little bit. It's just like, come on, man. But I mean, he's gotten a lot better. He's nowhere near his father yet. But I mean, it was cool, like you said, when they showed, Finn Balor looked like, okay, this doesn't hurt. He was just almost looking invincible at times, and that was cool to see. Because I'm like, that's what we know,
right?
That's what he's been known for. When he's a demon, it's like, it's almost like the Undertaker. There's certain things you can't do to him. He's gonna catch you. You can't headbutt a Samoan.
Right.
Yeah, which CM Punk forgot he didn't get the memo.
Nobody told. I was gonna say nobody told CM Punk that during the match because he hit Roman Reigns with a couple of headbutts and then he was feeling it.
Hey, Dave. The only one thing I gotta correct you on,
What's
Dom. He never really got a chance to, do a lot with his dad. You know what I mean? So
no, he didn't because, and I really feel like it's Rey Mysterio telling him, I want you to be able to do this on your own.
I'm talking about Eddie Guerrero, bro. His real dad.
Oh God.
I couldn't let y'all just leave that alone.
And not for nothing, Dom had a pretty badass entrance too with the throne and jumping off of it and then catching him.
That was dope.
King of the Luchador film.
Yeah, that was dope. Let me see what Kevin said. He said, wait, you guys mentioned Demon time to pray. And then let me see. Dominic Mysterio needs to take a little break vacation. Well, he still is the AAA champion though. So, I mean, there's that. All right. So let's move along. Man, I guess we go into Rhea and Jade. Wait. Hold up. Energy. What's the numbers?
Oh yeah. We all picked the Demon.
All right, everybody.
So for the final 3 matches, we all picked the same. So
Okay.
Kind of one of those all or nothing.
So Rhea and Jade. Man, I like Jade. I like her presence. I like her physique. I just like Jade. I like Jade, and I just didn't like her run as much. I think she had a better run than Stephanie, but I feel like we had 2 world heavyweight champion women. They just wasn't really doing much, and so I just felt like, okay, she was going to get this rub and really go on a tear, but I guess it's kind of like you didn't do enough. But I like the match, though. I like that she was building up. She was like, I'm bigger and stronger than you, Jade. And Jade acknowledged it. Okay, you might be bigger and stronger than me, but can you last longer than me? So I thought it was good to have. Usually you're like, bro, you're in there with Rhea. She's going to dominate. So they did a good back and forth of how strong Jade is. And Jade was like carrying a lot of the match at first too. But it was great to see Rhea come back. Then they had the little shenanigans with the cronies jumping in. And then Io comes down. And I'm like, how Io going to beat up 2 girls? Like, come on now. But they pulled it off. So me personally, I like the match. Obviously, I wanted somebody else to win. But I think they did a good job at this build. This was a good build-up for me. This was a good, like, oh, I can't wait to see them go at it. And when they even started off, like, looking at each other and like, oh, we about to get it in, and they locked up, like, the struggle, who's stronger. So I was really a fan of this match. It was cool.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried going into it that their chemistry wouldn't mesh really well, but I mean, I kind of agree with the internet. This is probably Jade's best match. She looked amazing, with the exception of the whatever crazy hair shit she had on when she first came out. When she took that off, her gear looked amazing.
That was the biggest weave
it
known
like,
to mankind.
It looked like Sindel got caught in a hurricane and her hair just went all over the place. But but like I said, once she got rid of that crap, I mean, her gear looked phenomenal. Her Titantrons with the lightning and everything, that was a really badass presentation. And the freaking...
I thought The Rock was coming out.
The finish of this match was one of the smoothest fucking counters into a Riptide I've ever seen, man. Both of them women deserve credit for pulling that off. Like the Jaded into the... That's the kind of shit I want to see in the video games, where you can like transition, like you can counter somebody's finisher into your own. I want to see them do stuff like that, but my God, them 2 women threw down.
I think that I like Kevin's comments about Dom too earlier. You didn't, I don't know if it's comments or not, but in the chat. I think it was actually a good match. I think it was Jade's best actual wrestling match. I think it was really, really good. That counter was good. Rhea's always pretty good in the ring. In-ring is pretty, pretty good. The build to me was okay, had its ups and down moments. I still don't like Jade on the mic that much. I think she says the same thing over and over. Basically, I'm that bitch. That's pretty much what she says. But the whole EO coming down, it was kind of predictable a little bit. I don't like the fact that they put Jade with some jobbers as far as who's gonna be in her stable. I feel like it makes her look weaker, stuff like that, because nobody's ever cared about B-Fab and Michin. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's kind of tough when those are your backup. Like, you know what I mean? But Rhea is going to SmackDown, as we can see, so they might run it back. Who knows? They definitely had some chemistry. I thought it was overall a good match. I thought Jade also would win and continue. Now I didn't know about we're going to talk about also from night 1 that Bianca's pregnant. So I thought Jade.
I forgot all about
Bianca down the line, but that's not going to happen no time soon, obviously. So that's why I picked Jade, but now we'll see what Rhea can do with the girls of SmackDown. She already kind of ran through Raw a little bit. There's a few girls over there she's never had a match with that she's probably has some chemistry with. So I think it's pretty cool. And maybe Jade needs to kind of start from scratch at the drawing board and build herself back up again. So I'm cool with everything.
What about you, Dave?
I like the match. I see that I've been a fan of Jade since AEW. And I just, she's literally like what's the name? Chris Masters.
That was my
like
dude.
the male Chris Masters,
Yeah,
basically. Where she come out like Lex Luger when he first came to WWE. He was like, you know, she was like that. You know, she was like a superhero, but in a female form. You know what I'm saying? And
I would say more Luger than Masters. So. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but the whole only downfall when she first came is that she sucked in the ring. Like her skills were so low, and to see her do what she did at Mania, I was like, oh snap, she stepping her game up. You've been seeing it, you know, every time you see her wrestle, you see a little more and more, you know, and it's like, okay, she getting her skills up. And then I don't know why Rhea Ripley lost so much weight, because she don't look as dominant
she's
as
been dealing with
I guess she on. She looked like she on some Ozempic type stuff. I don't know. I don't know.
I brought that up last week.
Yeah, she mentioned last week she's been dealing with an eating disorder.
Man, she's doing drugs. I ain't trying to hear that.
Well, you're gonna lose weight too. So I think she's not eating.
It's everybody you turn around, you see is losing mad weight, and everybody got that Ozempic face. You know, you got a big head and a little body. I don't understand. But like I said, you know, Rhea Ripley, she's gonna be Rhea Ripley regardless. She did have a little bit of trouble picking up Jade Cargill the first time when she tried to do the riptide, and then came back, and you know, I guess Jade didn't jump enough, so she was able to fix it, and they were able to pull it off well. So I think it was pretty good. It was pretty good because I was waiting for that match, because it's like who's gonna beat Jade? If just the look alone,
right?
Like who's gonna dominate enough to beat Jade?
I figured it was going to play out like it did with Io running down, but I thought Asuka would come in and neutralize that, and I think that's why I ended up picking Jade.
I don't think WWE built Jade up enough to be dominant to even have that thought though, because she only had two title defenses.
Because she don't have the skill enough in the ring. Jade sucks in the ring.
Well, that's
I think
she's gotten a lot better.
Yeah,
I think she got a lot better, and I think she got a lot better in what they have for her now. She could be that beast. Like I think she does enough that they could have literally let her, but they had her fighting like nobody really. Like you know,
she beat B-Fab and Michin up a little bit, and then who else did she go against?
I think she beat. Then she beat. She beat.
Jordan Grace. Yeah,
Jordan Grace.
But they haven't built her up enough yet either. Jordan's got potential to be a great champion eventually, but they haven't built her up at all.
She's too short for me. But they didn't no. Hold up, Jade.
Hold on. Jordan Grace is too short for you, but you're a big Finn Balor fan.
Yeah. Jordan,
you like the same height as Mayweather.
No, listen. I think didn't Jade face Chelsea Green? I thought she beat Chelsea Green too.
No, that was Chelsea Green's been feuding with Julia.
Right. Yeah.
Way before that. I thought
before she had a title. Remember before she had a title, I think. She went to fight Chelsea.
Well,
I think it was.
Let me read what Kevin said. He said he said my problem is why Jade Cargill need to come first and the Rhea last entrance.
The champion's always supposed to come out last. I agree with that.
Yeah, that was weird. Jade Cargill title reign not good and not her fault. And then let me see, if you give Jade Cargill the right opponent, magic gonna happen. Yeah, I agree. Listen, we need Jade and Naomi to tag team when she come back. I don't know. And then get Naomi back in that picture.
How about Jade and Lash? That's what I want to see.
Yes.
Damn, that would be. Yo, make Jade just team up with them two.
That's what I thought that they were gonna do.
I want to see Jade versus Lash, and they both were former Division I NCAA college players.
Yes.
I mean, Lash in WNBA. Lash was like a high draft pick, whatever, like that.
Yeah, Cowboy, I got a guest over here. Hold up.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Yo, what's going on, man? Legendary Rain the Collector. What's going on?
Come over to say hey.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right, so let's go, guys. This is the last
Oh, it's in
match
the
of the
cash.
night. This is the all the for all the marbles, but World Heavyweight Championship, Punk versus Reigns. You know what's cool about this is you often ask, does the title make the man or does the man make the title? And the man makes the title. We've answered that question. CM Punk really, and I'm not a Punk fan, but I feel he was the biggest star in WWE. Cody dropped the ball, even though he had the top title, and CM Punk just his gift to gab, man. He on the mic is just he's the top guy on the mic right now. And even though he's not the greatest wrestler anymore, he got size on him. Like I feel he was doing a great job to be the number one guy. And I love that they literally gave him that spot. And you going against Roman Reigns, not a Roman fan, but Roman is the guy. Like, and Dave, I know you're loving that I'm saying this because you're a Roman guy, but Roman is the man. Like, I'll put the ones up too. Like his run, his storyline, the bloodline, it still transcends to this day. Yeah, so to have CM Punk get to face Roman as his opponent was just great also. But man, oh man, this was the best match for me of the night. They went in. They fought all over. They did each other moves. They like this reminded me of last year when it was the triple threat with Seth. That match, hands down, was amazing. You just took Seth out of it, and they still had an amazing match.
They went 34 minutes.
Yeah, just them being who they are, thinking like, all right, are they going to have a great match? I don't know. No, Punk came to play. Roman came, and Roman walked out, looked chiseled, amazing. What is he, like 2% body fat? I was like, dude, like they had an amazing match. That's all I can say. It was great. And I mean, I didn't think the finish was going to happen the way it did. Whoa. I do have one problem. Give me a effing break. He hit my man with the steel steps and didn't get disqualified.
Yeah, that had me going, what in the hell?
Somebody,
like right there.
And he looked at the camera was like, what he said, I guess I could do this or get away with this or whatever.
Yeah.
Fix was in.
Dude, come on. They should have never let that happen. Because technically, if I was Punk, I was waiting for him to say it on Raw. I was waiting for him to say, I didn't lose that match. But, he wanted to
There's an argument to be made. He should have been DQ'd.
Because remember the 1 year where Randy faced Gunther, and when Gunther pinned him, the camera happened to catch his clearly no shoulder down, and he pulled that in the storyline. He was like, he ain't beat me. And I was like, I mean, he didn't. But, yeah, it was a great match, man. Great match. But go ahead, Energy. I mean, not great match.
Yeah, I agree that this match, I love the story that was being told throughout the whole match. Both performers gave it their all. I mean, easily the most interesting thing on TV leading into Mania. They gave the match time to breathe, which was amazing. We all got to eat it up. We took this one in. I mean, like you said, look at the matches Punk has had in his title run. He's had matches against AJ, with Finn, with Gunther. I mean, with all he's had match after match after match, just banger after banger, and then to cap it off with this match with Roman, and even to come out on Raw and say, look, he was the better man. I couldn't empty the tank that one more time. He got me, man. My body failed me. I'm getting too old. I ain't mad at it. I gave it everything I had. There was another point I was wanting to make, and I had a complete lapse. This match was everything that the WrestleMania main event needed to be, and let's not forget that Roman did it without any help.
Well, it should have been DQ, like he just said.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm saying, yeah, he should have been DQ. But as far as like the shenanigans with the Usos running out,
well, he's a face now. That's why
he's an anti-hero. Yeah,
he's definitely not a face.
And we'll call him an anti-hero.
He gets cheered like a face, though.
Yeah. But then again,
which actually, you know what?
So
that's
does
like
Liv,
most
and so does
WWE
Drew.
right now, anyway. So it's like weird.
I think faces and heels have kind of gone out the window. The fans are going to cheer for whoever works hardest.
it go out the window with the fans, but storytelling wise, they still use it though.
Right,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
yeah.
But this match didn't really have a clear cut face and a heel because they were both doing dick shit on the microphone and they were both kind of being cheered by the audience. So it was like
they were like equal, but but I was saying that's why he did it so much when he was with the Bloodline. He was definitely healed in. That's why he did all the cheating and shit like that. But what I want to say is that that's gonna be weird for them moving forward since he's not like a clear cut heel. But yeah, this match was great, and the oldest guy on the fucking at WrestleMania, Punk, with 34 minutes.
Man,
the longest match of the whole weekend and whatnot. And they were good throughout the whole time. This was a A+ banger, just like WrestleMania last year was. You know what's crazy? I see why Punk is the best in the world. You know what I mean? Because win, lose, or draw, bro, he puts on bangers, bro. The Drew McIntyre match at Hell in a Cell was crazy.
Man.
Like you said, the Finn, AJ, the Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. Like since he's been back, it's been banger as banger after banger after banger. I want to say that, and even I think Punk. I want to say this, and no offense against Roman, but I think Punk's wrestling psychology and in-ring work even makes Roman look better than what he does in, let's say, in other when he faced Brock or some other here and there. Like you said, you had the power bomb through the table from Roman, the elbow off the top from Punk through the table, using each other's moves, the counters. Roman used the chair, so the Punk did the low blow, and then the whole thing, he was just gassed at the end of the night. Like it was great storytelling, a great match. I didn't care who won by the end of the match. To be honest, with
me neither.
I thought it was just overall great best match of the weekend.
And I'll say this. Probably in the last 5 years, the best feud was Punk and Drew.
Yeah,
that was the most heat. Dude, you were like, yo, somebody about to get shot. Like, I don't know.
He came back to WWE. He was putting in work. That's what I was going to say it like that.
So something else I wanted to point out too was the fact that Punk gave a nod to the production members that passed away. That was a really that was touching.
We get to that. Punk used his original interest from back in the day, but also Roman's interest was great, was fire, bro. That was one of his best ones. Like, and I think he brought back his old song, Roman, which is a better song than the newer one they gave him and stuff like that. So it's similar, but it was better. I thought it was great. The fact that it seems like Roman going to stick around for a while. My only problem was I don't want to have a part-time champion once again. But if you're going to be there,
no.
Wrestle Backlash.
Again, on the post show, they did it. They directly asked him about that. You know, what about this criticism? You're a part timer, and he said, you know what? We're gonna have to fix that shit. Y'all better make some room because y'all gonna see my ass all summer.
But that's a tell to me though, because he said summer. He said a year. So to me, the tell is that he might dip out to SummerSlam for a while because he chose summer for a reason, stuff like that. So I think he is going to be part-time, but maybe they said we need you throughout the summer if you're going to have the belt or something like that. That's what I feel like. So I don't know who a SummerSlam opponent might be, but I feel like he might lose the SummerSlam since he said
I got a feeling, but we'll hold off on it.
So, well, we could talk a little bit of last night because I wanted to bring it up. So, you want to do the numbers?
For night 2.
Oh wait, well, hold up, because we all said we was wrong, right?
Huh?
No, wait, who had who?
Oh, we all had Punk.
Okay.
Yeah, we all had Punk winning that one. But
what about me, Nasty?
All 4 of us.
Okay, got you. All right, go ahead.
So for night 2, let's see, McNasty had 2 right. Cowboy and Mike, y'all had 3 each. I had 4.
Okay.
So for total for the whole WrestleMania weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I had a total of 5 right. McNasty had 6. Cowboy had 6. Big Mike had 9.
Woo-hoo. There it is.
9.
Right.
You know what? It definitely pays to be on the internet 24/7. Definitely pays.
That's not what happened, bro.
Definitely pays.
You're in there every day.
Every day. Shout outs to you though, Mike. That's good stuff, man. Listen, shout out to you guys for just being a part of this. I appreciate Mike hitting me up about it. I appreciate even I know Chris couldn't make it, but I appreciate him asking me that day, I'm gonna see you on the show today. I'm like, I really didn't. It wasn't set in stone yet. I appreciate energy being here last week. That was so special. Being on the show and coming in again today. Appreciate Dave coming in when he could. We know he's a brand new father, so got to do his thing. But we all love wrestling, man, and we all are fans of it. And we all are our own type of fans, which is really cool. Energy is a whole different fan. He used to wrestle himself. Like, he has certain things he want out of wrestling that we just like, what? Mike is like the internet guy now. Like, Mike is the all-around fan, right? Where he's looking at this and that and outside and what's happening and what are they actually talking about on Twitter and this and that, right? He grabs it all together. Me, I'm literally just the in-house. What I see on TV is where my brain goes, right? And just us coming together and mixing it up, it's just great. And you guys are great to do this with, man. So I appreciate you guys. But last night, what are you guys' thoughts? I thought it was a lackluster the Monday after Mania. I was like, nothing crazy happened. Like, I don't know. It was
there's two things that I want to talk about as far as last night. One of them is I really hope Io Sky is okay, because I think she broke her fucking back on that suicide dive.
I feel like she do that every week now.
Man, yeah, it's like the last 3 weeks in a row she's had a bad landing after bad landing. But last night was really bad. Yeah, last night was really, really bad. God, I hope she's okay. But the Street Profits, man. Are they breaking up? Are they coming back? Are they going to fight for the tag belts?
I think the fans might have started. I think the fans might have started them breaking up because nowhere. I mean, well, they did actually look like
they teased it. They teased it for a couple of months on the program. They even had them talking about like Montez going, man, I don't even know what I want to do anymore. Like,
you're right.
I think that's over. I think that ship is sailed. I think they're back together as a tag team. I think they're going to go after the division, obviously, from what we saw last night.
But think about this. You got the New Day, you got the Usos, you got the Street Profits, and you got now the Vision on Raw. That tag team division's heating up.
Well, Woods is hurt anyway for a while, but yeah, I mean, Street Profits. I mean, I think their whole momentum overall shit that sale. I said to somebody else, people like Montez Ford want him to go single a couple of years ago, but I think that void's been filled. I think between Trick and you got Mello and Javon, like I think he misses window, like to go single and get the push they had. I think what I liked last night, I'm interested in the whole thing with the Usos going back to the bloodline with Roman. Is it like a full-time thing? Is it not?
I thought they was gonna jump Roman. I was like, yo, this is looking crazy. I was like, they about to jump him. They stepped to the side a little bit. What do you guys think about Jacob coming out, though?
I think it's a good move. I hope it's not retelling storytelling where it's like kind of like with Jimmy and Jay where like they face Roman first and then just join Roman.
He's going to step to Roman and then get put in his place. Which
to me,
we kind of see happen.
Jacob's Jacob should main event himself, not a Goonie. Again, or whatever like that. So I hope they don't let Jacob do that. I don't know. It does seem like out of nowhere. It got like a few week build. I feel like next week they're gonna have maybe the Usos talk to Jacob. I don't think Roman's gonna be back next week. I'm not sure or not. But and the whole thing I told what I already told you. I felt like after that, I wanted a little more with the promo or call somebody out to do something. Like at least Gunther said, I want the World Heavyweight title.
Right.
LA Knights are talking about that. Oba just said, I'm the ruler, and then left. Like,
it was kind of like the night after Roman beat The Undertaker. Yeah, I'm the big dog now. This is my yard now. That's what that promo kind of reminded me of a little bit.
I think we don't know where Oba goes, so I think that was good for him last night. I feel like he had to come out. And so, dude, I don't. If I don't know what you're gonna say, just come out and say that.
but next week, I do want to see him back in the ring. I want to see him running through some. I want to see him hit the road. Just to keep that momentum going. It doesn't matter who you put him in the ring with. Have him run through him. And
it looks like you said, who's the guy that came up from NXT with the glasses?
Royce.
No, are you talking about Evan? Ethan Page.
Yeah, Ethan Page. I let he gonna be pretty good. I think Soul finally called up pretty soon. I like that for her. She's going to Raw. I think it's a good place to go. She's got to finish her feud off, I guess, tonight, I guess.
Yeah.
With the other chick or whatever. But I think that's a good place for her. So I wasn't great Raw after Mania. And Punk. I guess they're kind of teasing a Punk versus Cody down the line somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
I think Punk should go to SmackDown right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's left for him.
That would be a good flip.
Yeah, Seth is kind of tied up with the Vision and Braun Breaker. Obviously, Roman got his thing going on. I don't know what kind of Punk would fit him or Raw right now. So
you know what? I think I say let Punk get like a month, man. Give Punk a month off. You know, he got it, bro. And so let him get a month off and come back and just he has that old school flavor where like he's made and he knows he's made. He knows he's made in the ring. He knows he's made with the wrestlers and he knows he's made with the fans. So he could just do anything he want, man.
Have him
wasn't
back,
there, so I wonder who she fights next too. So
I'd like to see.
I said Becky wasn't there, right? Last night?
No, she come back next week.
Okay, so I wonder who she's gonna go.
I'd like to see Punk, like you said, take a couple of weeks off and maybe go after the winner of Cody Randy. Would love to see maybe Rhea challenge or defend against Tiffany Stratton. That could be interesting.
I think Tiffany about to get that U.S. title from.
I think Tiffany needs to go back to being a heel though. She worked better as a heel for me.
Yeah, man.
I'd love to see Drew McIntyre come back on Raw and maybe go after Obafemi when he gets back.
There's a lot that could happen, man.
There's a lot of good things that we could see happen.
Yeah. Moving forward, I'm excited about it all. But you know, Mania was, like you said, day 2. I mean, they both were actually really good to me. I didn't care about the commercials, like I said, but day 2 was really like, man.
Yeah, when I look at it, now that you say that, I wish I had them side by side. There we go. We good. When I look at it, let me just see. So you know what? The first match was not that good. This was good. So the first match, the 6-man tag wasn't that good. The Druin thing was good. Stephanie and whatchamacallit was good. You know what? Every match on here was decent. Besides, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this had 7, and the other one had 6, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, maybe that's why in my head, because I feel like the worst match.
Wait a minute, hold up. We didn't even talk about one of the most like significant things that happened during the whole WrestleMania weekend, man. One of the Danhausens was met. Danhausen got his damn blimp.
All right.
That was his first. That was his first demand when he showed up on Raw. It was he wanted a blimp. Even before anything else, he asked for a blimp, and he got a blimp.
I think you're probably the only one of us that's that into Danhausen to remember.
I don't even remember that, honestly. So.
Me neither. But that's cool. Now let me get to the chat real quick because Goon Squad came in the building. He said, "Yo," he said, "No more Bloodline story." Nah, I don't think. I think Bloodline always gonna have
Bloodline's still going.
He said they won't let him win. He was talking about Jacob. He said if they have that match, Drew going to come out and interfere with it, then they're going to drag it into SummerSlam. Nah, they got to be over now. Let me see. I think LA Knight turns heel before SummerSlam. Ooh. Never even thought of him turning heel. Soul finish is crazy. Yeah, definitely is. He said, I just hope Paige and AJ Lee don't start beefing. Big Nasty in the building. Don't feed Drew to Oba. Let me see. LOL.
I didn't say they were going to feed him.
Yeah. And then he said, because we know it's going to keep going if Jacob and Roman. So here's my thing with this thing, right? So night 1 had one more match. Maybe that's why I didn't feel like it was that bad. Like I felt the first match was a throwaway match. All the other matches was decent. This one, all the matches was legit matches. I think my least favorite match out of these was the Sami Zayn match. Yeah, that could have been a throwaway match to me.
I feel like the first night had 2 really good matches, and the second night only had one kind of lackluster match.
Let me see.
Because Drew and Jacob threw down, and that women's tag 4-way.
Yeah, the women's tag was cool. Probably my least favorite match of this one was probably Stephanie and Liv. No, sorry. I keep forgetting the 6-man. I keep feeling like the 6-man tag wasn't a thing. That could have been a pre-show.
Right.
Yeah. It really probably should have been.
Yeah. But they had big stars on there. Well,
and it's still a shame that we didn't get Asuka and Io on this card.
Yeah, that would have
or on Raw still.
And on Raw. I thought we at least would have got it then. Yeah. That's crazy.
They'll probably do a backlash, I'm guessing, in Tampa. So.
If Rio can make it, like I said, I think she hurt herself last night.
Let me ask you this: what's your thoughts about LA? I never thought about that. LA Knight turning heel.
Yeah, he might have to.
I mean, we need more heels, honestly.
I never thought about that. I felt like I felt like he was like a Stone Cold in a good spot, but they just not doing nothing. So I mean, maybe he will be crazy as a heel.
That's probably the one thing that needs to happen to keep him from getting stale. Because he's not stale; he's still over with the crowd. But I mean, he's right there on that verge of going stale because they're clearly not wanting to do anything with him. He might need to turn heel.
I think he does.
All right, well,
it's in the past. But anyway, you can wrap it up. So.
Yeah, man. Well, look, this was good stuff. Thank you guys for being here again. Thank you guys in the chat for coming in here. Thank Dave for coming in here. I mean, maybe we should do more of these. Mania we had to, but this would be cool. And it's crazy. I usually do my regular show. I didn't even think about it. Like Mania was just so big, my brain wasn't like, oh man, I know people are gonna want the game in. I was like, bro, I didn't even like care. And it was just so in my like being that like, oh yeah, I'm doing the WrestleMania recap. Nobody was like, oh, we're not doing a regular show. Everybody was like, hey.
And man, I had to tell people too. I work 2 jobs on the weekends, so Friday night into Saturday morning, Saturday night into Sunday morning, and with Mania going on top of that, all that equaled absolutely no sleep through the whole weekend. Right. So Monday I crashed.
I bet you did.
Yeah, I think maybe we could do it. Instead of once a year, maybe every few months or something, just to talk about wrestling.
Maybe we could do Maybe we could do SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's too nice now.
Maybe we should just do the big ones, right? We'll do Mania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series,
and the Rumble.
And the Rumble,
yeah, the Rumble. Yeah. All right. Like imagine our predictions for the Rumble, and then we come back. That's gonna be that'd be a crazy show, right?
Yeah. Let's do it. I'm all for it, Russ. So.
Definitely. All right, guys. Well, the good stuff, Mike. I'll talk to you about the stuff we talked about earlier, and at some point. And
I'll text this week. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And energy. I already started working on that video because I was gonna make 4 videos, and then I was like,
we making a habit of this every time we
make one. So I'm gonna make one. So.
But all right, brother, have a good one, man. Good seeing you. Everybody,
take care. All right, guys, we're gonna be out of here. Remember, if you're new to the channel, I do 5 types of content: gaming, vlogging, podcast, movie reviews, and product reviews. And so that's gonna be it. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. And now your mama knows. Oh man, write it down.
This video is gonna be epic. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Let's go.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man.
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!